Oh my god, the fucking Walter White house is up for sale for $4 million.
It's too
Ryan, it's not
much.
protected
That is
property.
too goddamn much.
You know, I've been within
That's
like 2
lumber
blocks of
protected.
that
We
house.
made it that
I'm
way.
going to
I swear
own
to
Alright,
God.
back in
You have
my
no
I saw the
idea.
fucking
We're
car
gonna
wash,
sell
dude.
a
How
house
can-
in a
how
hot
can
tub
anybody
and
else
Oh wait,
own
I'm not
that?
sure it's a
That
car.
would
It's
be
probably a
like
laundry
That's
mat in the
something
show.
like they do
That's
in
crazy.
the
It's
show.
like you
It's
leave it on,
gonna
right?
be great.
That's
First, they don't even
Oh
have
my
any, they
God,
don't even
this
have
is
any
the best
water
day of
there.
my
Where's the
life.
insurance on that?
There's already down in the gutter.
That was almost as
Okay,
funny
that-
as that. That was almost as funny as that one time we did. We all roasted Hisa all at once. Hold on, I need to. If and when anybody gets in chat, I need to tell them to go back and clip that the beginning.
I'm clipping him.
Oh, that's great. Dude, I forgot to turn on my recording before then.
Woo!
The Saturday Night Live roast of Hisao Nakai.
Saturday Night Live.
And we're all gonna do it at the same time. It's gonna be very short, but it's gonna hurt.
The good old days.
You won't even know.
So long.
Real quick,
so-
I'm sorry. I need
Oh,
to
damn, you already
copy
got that
something
done,
into
Kim.
Leo's den that
How
distracted
can,
me right before the stream.
I do think you're good. How could anybody own like a national landmark such as Walter White's house?
Well, the government already owns it.
Like many monuments to greater man, it didn't start that way. It simply found its destiny.
Like the sword of the stone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was a normal sword at one point.
Was it?
It had to have been, right? Before
What makes it a
Caliban was
special
given to King
sword?
Arthur by,
Yeah, before they put the magic in, when they were making it.
I mean, in theory, I don't know.
A lot of
It was
well,
made
a lot
by
of
like a water nymph.
yeah.
That is not a normal sword. Its name is Excalibur. Anything involved is special.
Presumably.
And a lot of those like mythical swords are like made out of magical material to begin with, or special
copper.
types of metal.
Magic, schmagic. Y'all are just mad you don't have 4 million.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn straight.
Makes
You think
me
they're
wanna
just
throw
they're
a
gonna buy it, they're gonna have no money, and then they're gonna get cancer, and they're gonna go like the scene with the water pipes is gonna happen. They go like, God damn it. They're gonna start working in a car wash. It's fate.
Oh my
It
god.
just keeps happening. That's actually so funny. It's like a curse of the house.
The ghost of Walter White is haunting it.
Bryan Cranston lives there and dies there, and then the curse is over.
He's like, all right, we need to put this to rest before anyone else gets hurt. Just buys the house and
apparently
moves it.
they're making another Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know what that's about.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I don't know how they're gonna bring that back. Frankie Muniz has like PTSD.
Oh, really? Damn.
I don't know if that's actual PTSD, but if you look at him on Twitter, he's talks like he's in pain.
Who is this?
I think he's
Frankie
Malcolm.
Muniz, Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a NASCAR racer
It
now?
was weird. I was at the DMV and I saw it like as an ad on one of those TVs that does like public announcements for the state. And I was like, it only says Bryan Cranston, Frankie Muniz, and whoever the wife is, I think. So we're going to be missing like a brother, and the main character is going to be, I don't know, 20 years older. So I'm not quite sure what's happening, but.
Mm.
Malcolm in the middle of a bad divorce.
Oh, no.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
custody.
Nobody wants.
Nobody?
Well, not anymore.
He's grown up. He needs to get out. He needs to get a job.
You get out of here while
That's
we handle
strange.
our shit.
Bill Cosby from prison. I'd love to see that reboot.
Oh.
Is he even alive?
Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
I don't
Probably.
think so. Maybe?
Bill Cosby. Dead. No. Wait, hold on. Load Wikipedia.
No, it looks like he is still alive.
Still alive. Yep, born. And then it cuts to medium.
Like his
Medium
medium
length.
of existence.
Medium
I guess it was medium stand-up comedy, film, television.
He just apparates on stage each time he's summoned.
I
Fat
can't do
Albert?
medium. I can't do that. That is also Bill Cosby.
Really? Damn, I didn't know that actually. I just knew about Fat Albert.
Bad Albert.
Fat Albert
Real
and the
quick.
Cosby Kid.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Fat
go grab
Albert.
snacks. You guys got to continue the banter.
I
We
thought you already
do a
got
little bit of
okay.
bantering.
No, I was
Just a
setting
bit
up a
of banter.
microphone.
Just a bit of banter.
New Fortnite season's pretty good.
Oh yeah, they got Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah,
And
Hatsune Miku and Godzilla are finally going to be in the game this month.
What the fuck?
Finally. we've been
What
asking
is
for
this
years.
game?
We have
it's
it's this awesome battle royale where basically 99 people drop on an island and you fight to the death until one remains.
Oh man, I guess
Dude,
that does sound
honestly,
like a
at
pretty
this
good
point-
setup.
no, don't.
No.
Don't fall for it.
It's unironically, it's basically Fate.
Oh no.
You know, you're
All
just
right.
summoning like echoes.
I'm turning the
of,
stream off.
of these legends.
Heroic spirits.
I'm turning the stream off. That's enough.
And they're like clones
Heroic spirit Keanu Reeves.
fighting in an endless
Heroics.
battle royale where only the final one remaining can get the big golden thing everyone wants to wield, be it a grail or a crown.
Oh boy, I don't want to think about that.
Well, you have to now. So
Thanks.
deal with it.
Fortnite
welcome.
is many things, and many things are Fortnite.
At this point, like the only draw the game needs is just its cast list. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how they got here.
It's basically Roblox now.
They have Among Us game mode in it.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I mean, it's Among Us.
All right, fair enough.
That's about all you need to know.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't know if it was like 1-to-1 or if they did anything different with
No.
it. If it was
think
like
it's
TTT from back in the old
mostly-
Gmod days.
Yeah, it's mostly, you sit in a circle and rat out each other. It's like more
Damn it.
like Town of Salem.
I do really like how TTT is composed. Because it's not just I think if they made a Among Us where I think if they made like a TTT where you had to do tasks, I think that would be peak.
We have a
Yes.
bunch of those. There's like a
Really?
whole Steam genre that you got
Really?
like First Class Trouble. You got like if you want more horror, you have that new one, Nuclear Nightmare or something like that. That's like the thing basically.
Oh,
Or
yes.
you have, if you don't want to spend money, you got what was it called? Unfortunate Spacemen.
Oh yeah.
There's another
Well, we
one.
don't
that
have, you don't have guns in that game, do you?
In Unfortunate Spacemen, yeah, you do. That's like
Really?
half the appeal is everyone can find guns and just shoot each other.
Oh, you
Okay.
find them. Okay, I was gonna say we did play that a
Yeah.
while back, but I don't think I'd ever did very well. So it was a whole logistics nightmare.
There's another one that's Lockdown Protocols, what's trending right now. Though that one's more Among Us, and you can just find a gun. But I do agree that more social deception games should just straight up give you weapons.
Yeah.
If you want a mini version, there's that one where it's Sniper versus Spy. Forget what that one's called.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a 1v1 where one person's a sniper and the other is an agent inside of a crowded room trying to do a bunch of tasks.
Always pick wheels.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about either.
Banana,
It's okay. I'm just uncultured.
banana bread.
Banana bread.
Once again, I'm betraying the fact that I don't actually play that many video games.
That's
Sorry.
okay. We just play a lot.
I haven't played Slay the Spire since I got that A20 defect run.
That makes sense
You
though.
Valid.
Did
So
you win?
valid.
Yeah, no, I did. I put it in Gen, dude. You
I did,
scroll up
wasn't-
and you see. I think I sent
it's-
it to you, didn't I? I added you,
Maybe.
yeah.
Dude,
Do you
I have
think
been-
that's sufficient to get a hold of priests?
No, but I can dream. There's
I'm
gonna
so
be a
happy
big
for you.
one whenever. Yeah.
Fools.
I
dude,
thought that was
yes. And on defect, let's fucking go.
Yeah. I'm pretty goated. What can I say?
Go with the sauce.
I'm just him.
But now I know, like before I got the defect run, I was already getting to the heart with Watcher each time. So I'm like, do I really need to do anything else, or should I just conserve my energy until Slay the Spire 2 comes out?
Yeah.
Conserve.
I think
Conserve.
so. I don't want to be burnt out when it comes out.
Conserve.
Are you gonna Dude, is the
Okay, there
is the
we go.
next
Now we got
Elden Ring
music.
DLC gonna be as big?
There's another one coming out already?
It's not a
Right, Rain.
DLC. It's an independent game.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
And it's gonna be smaller.
Oh, okay.
Bells from the ring.
It's a roguelike mode.
Oh, real
Whoa.
quick.
Okay, that's
Oh
awesome.
no.
It's weird. It is exactly 1 or 3 players. No more, no less. 1 or 3 players.
Okay.
Where you have to survive throughout the day, and at the start of each, I don't know if it's the start or at the end, but once a day, a boss will attack you guys, and you have to fight it together to survive. And so you have to survive a certain amount of days and win.
Okay.
But it incorporates bosses from all the Souls games.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh. Five Nights at Freddy's.
They should make a Five Nights at Freddy's roguelike somehow.
I mean,
It's
I'm
on the
sure
way.
someone has.
It's on
There's
the
so many
way.
FNAF fan games at this point.
Yeah.
You could just randomize Ultimate Custom Night.
Hmm.
But I don't want it to be like an
That's really
actual
fun.
FNAF game. Like I just want it to have the FNAF look, but play like Risk of Rain.
You could do something cool.
I mean, yeah.
Suddenly,
I
think
can
world
make,
is your
I can
oyster.
see it. I see the vision.
I see a complicated lore timeline no one can solve.
What a beautiful dream. Lore timeline in my roguelike? Come on, get the hell out of here. I mean, they all have to be replayable, so there's got to be some sort of kink with time.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if that's all of them. I don't think it's Risk of Rain, but it's definitely Slay the Spire. It's not Binding of Isaac, technically. But there's always some weird stuff going on there.
I mean, even
Yeah.
if it is time in the other ones, it's just like, mushy time travel. It's like, yeah, you do it however you need to.
Mushy time travel.
Mushy.
time travel.
Well, because it's weird. In Isaac, there's a bunch of different... Actually, okay, maybe not. I'll get back to you on that one. The Isaac lore
Oh,
goes
shit.
deep, but
Drop my mic.
you forgot your mic? What?
I dropped my mic.
Oh, dropped.
Is it okay, or is it smashed in?
Yeah,
like
it's
mayonnaise?
fine. I just wasn't sure if it was gonna make a noise. My pop
Surprisingly,
filter is
no.
like screwed. It's like beaten in half and held by strings.
Yeah. Classic.
Mm-hmm. It takes the brunt of every fall, which is many.
That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Not for.
Straight up.
Is it? I don't think that's right, actually.
No.
I mean, it has more than one purpose, but it does a better job of that than any other job it has.
My microphone kind of looks like a watermelon you got from the bottom of the bin that's just been sat on.
It's just condensed ever so slightly.
Yeah, it's got a
Is it a
couple of
snowball?
dings. It's a blue Yeti.
Is
It's
it a
the
ball?
tall-
Oh, it's
Just in
full on
general?
Blue Yeti.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty nice, but I got it all dinged up, and the cords, like, the wires are exposed, and I keep fucking dropping this thing.
I don't. Are you all holding them? What is happening?
I have it strapped to, like, a
Your back.
gold... Yeah, like some sort of contraption. It just bounces around on my yoga ball with me.
Fair enough. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely more haptic feedback. But let's get started since you gotta go.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Oh wait, you gotta go?
Well, I'm
yeah.
just gonna hang out with my sister.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, while she's here. But yeah. Okay, so I got a full rest.
No, Leo, I meant.
Leo,
All right,
bro.
real quick before
Leo needs
before
to do
the
his shit.
yeah
Oh.
before the before we get started in earnest. I don't think anyone's in chat right now, so I'm just gonna go over this very quickly, and then I can fill people in if and when they join chat. As they were just saying, Priest is gonna have to dip out a little bit early today, so we're going to do his stuff over in Deabruran first, and then we'll be back with the rest of the party for the rest of the session. As for stream schedule, again, this is in Leo's Den. The more detailed one is in Leo's Den, but just to go over this very quickly, I will be doing 8A Golden attempts on Celeste tomorrow. There will be a Persona 3 stream on Sunday. I have talked and mostly confirmed with the Empire's Gang that we will be doing another D&D session on Monday. Next Tuesday, I'll probably be back with Voices of the Void, another demo stream on that. Next Thursday, I will be back with Strawberry Jam finally. And then next weekend's a little bit more shaky, but if I have yet to get the 8A Golden by that point, I'll try and do another 8A Golden stream on that Saturday. And then probably the day after that, so 2 Sundays out at this point, will be another Persona stream. I don't have anything planned past that, in part because that is when I start my semester, and I have a bit of a different schedule this time, so I might actually have to rearrange my stream schedule more substantially. More news on that later, but yeah, that's about all I really needed to go through. Again, if you want more details, they are in Leo's Den. And so with that, I'm going to turn things over to our DM, Mirak, to get us started.
Yippee!
Let me at him.
Let me at him.
Sure thing. All right, let's just jump into it then. Where last we left off before we took a little hiatus for the holidays, Kyle, conducted his business in Deabruran, met with the Unholy Kingdoms themselves, Hasrael Jinkoa, as well as a few of the Unholy Knights, and convinced them that he was down with the cause, down with the revolution, and eventually got taken back into his realm world. On the other hand, we had our boys back in Oza. Rox, Prince, and Shona were all doing their own thing. Shona talked with a god, Rox went raiding with Bihoz and Hagar, and Prince just sort of sat down and questioned themselves.
Yep.
But yeah, let's jump back to Kyle. Kyle, after you got to your bedroom, you sent a message to Roxanne Roxoff, and then dozed off comfortably into a deep sleep. While you're asleep, just go ahead and make me a wisdom check. So roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
This sounds like an important roll. Okay. 14?
14. Okay, Kyle. You had to sleep. You wake up. The windows in your room were draped, so it's hard to get a view of the outside, but knowing you probably slept about 8 hours, which means it'd be putting you around 10:30, 11. So, as you wake up, still deep within the recesses of the Deabruran Castle, what would you like to do?
I would like to... Okay. I'd like to leave an emerald on the counter as a tip for the butler.
Yes. All right, sure, why not?
Because
We love the butler.
Yeah, we gotta respect our service members.
Butler's a bro, Butler's a homie.
Is there a way? Can I just be? There's not like a as I walk around. Can I just be? Can I do a roll for perception as I walk through the castle to sort of? I guess just be stealth. Can I just stealth through the castle?
If you want to, sure. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Nice.
Ooh. Whoa.
Okay.
Huge.
Okay.
20. Yeah.
Total 20. Very good. As you begin to stealthily tiptoe your way around corners through the castle, you see multiple different vipers. Some guards, some otherwise, some clad in armor. But there is some semblance of a patrol going on here. Not that they are going to be able to find you at all. And so quickly, stealthily, you make your way over to the war room, the channel you know that you have to go back through in order to get to the otherworldly node.
I will
Oh, for real?
cast invisibility on myself before I enter.
Okay. As you enter, you see, I'd say using your stealth check of a 20, you can manage to very gently open the door, slide yourself in, and close it without anyone in the room noticing, which, as you come in, you see that they are occupied. A few of them now gone. You know that Sortsin, Yvonne, and Hasra herself, as well as Nodio, are no longer there, and you just see Archbishop Ere having a conversation with the young boy you know to be Blitza. Do you want to listen in at all, or do you want to just move through?
While I am here, might as well. Can I also like do like a perception check, see if I can get any info on what's on the table?
Sure, go for it. Why not?
Damn.
Ooh.
Perception.
So language you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's English.
It's English.
I can't read. That's a 6.
Hey, another I can't read for the books.
Poor Kyle, can't read. All right. Yeah, you go up to the papers, you take a look at them. A lot of them are just straight up blank. Like, no joke, most of these appears to be like sketchbook paper that someone has ripped out and intended to do something with and then forgot about.
Or invisible ink. Shoot.
I like this one.
But there are a few pages that you read through. Some of them detailing town names in Deabruran, some of them detailing war fronts. No war plans that you can see, but more like just general documents as to the nature of the conflict itself.
As I search the papers and I walk around the table, yeah, I'll give a little listen. What are these piss fucks talking about?
Oh, as you get close to Blitzer, you see as he turns over to you, now noticing you past Slave Boy and Archbishop Erden, says, "Oh, Kyle."
Hey.
Blitzer, what are you talking? What? Where did that voice come from?
I say, oh fuck. I don't say that actually. I say nothing.
Go boo. Say boo.
It's
No,
it's
I
Kyle.
put my-
He was right here.
I put my hand over my I do the shh, but I don't make any noise.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was just a shadow that looked like Kyle.
I wink.
Blitzer, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry, Archbishop. It was just you were being really boring, and so I kind of dozed off. I think it must have just been something out of the corner of my eye. All right. Well, as long as you know what to do, you do know what to do, right?
I'll walk on the table.
Kill the people. Which people?
Watching him be
They were
genuinely.
south west of the capital.
Let me
Yeah,
get
sure.
that.
Why not?
Why not? Just kill them. Okay.
Where the hell is that map?
Southwest of the capital. Okay. Noted.
Well, I mean, the entirety of the Arialdan Empire is just kind of northwest of Deabruran in general.
In case it might come in handy, you know, in case we're there, and I'm like, oh, it's probably Blitza who's here, you know, whatever.
This is fair.
I give it a little thumbs up, and I'm out.
All right. Kyle, as you step through the door, you hear Blitza say from behind you, okay, I need to go check on something, all right? I'll be right back. Where are you going? Don't worry about it. Just keep, write it down. That way I don't have to memorize it, okay? I don't do well with names. Oh, okay, fine. Just don't take too long, all right? It won't take me long to jot down these names. They're all very simple. Yeah, sure. Bye.
Yeah, sure, bye.
Is this a boy, or can I like roll insight to sense malice from him?
Yeah, go ahead
None.
and roll insight. Why not? Is this a boy?
Fuck.
Well,
I'll add. Oh, I might need that later. Yeah. Okay, 13.
Kyle, 13. What? Is that your insight?
Yeah, I'm proficient.
yeah, I'm
I'm proficient.
proficient.
That was very insightful.
Kyle, looking at this this person, I will give you a little description of them once more. Blitza is a younger looking boy, probably in anywhere between his like the earlier years of puberty, close to like 11 or 12, or maybe even a bit earlier. You're not quite sure. But from what you can tell, there's not really any hostility coming from him.
Okay.
He
Hey,
seems chill.
thanks for not. Yeah, thanks for not saying anything.
Yeah, sure thing. Where are you going?
I'm just exploring the castle. But I don't want to. I don't want to talk to any of these peons I see walking around the halls. You understand?
Yeah, Harry is a peon.
So, I just figured it'd be easier to just walk around, invisible.
Oh, yeah. Although you might want to be careful. A lot of people can see through that sort of thing, including but not limited to yours truly. I don't think it'll make a difference for most people, but some of them might see it as an insult. There's some apostles of Pluto who can see through illusions, so just be careful is all.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean, I learned my lesson. I poke him.
So, I gotta ask, since you're kind of in a weird position right now, but are you gonna join the apostles, or are you gonna become one of us?
Oh, you guys have like a position open?
Well, no, but the positions of the Unholy Knights get filled all the time. It's not like any of us are irreplaceable. There's always a stronger monster around, except for Hasra.
Yeah. I think I understand what you mean. Who's looking a little slim, would you say?
Oh, if I had to guess, it'd probably be Yvonne. She's a bit too noble for our causes. You know, Noldio's in it for the fighting, Ares in it for the money or something. I'm in it because I have nowhere better to go. But Yvonne has like a whole group of people, and it's not like Swartzen's people, because Swartzen's people are all dead, alright? They don't really need anything to begin with. But Yvonne, she has to care for her entire race, essentially. So I figure if one of us goes, it's gonna be her.
Okay, I get you. Cool, thanks for letting fill me in on that.
As
But,
what going looks like.
Yeah, I figure it's dying. I figure you die.
I feel like we got the memo.
So you seem like young to be here. No offense, I don't want to offend. It's a little obvious, no?
Well, yeah. It's not like I'm unused to dying, though. Or rather, death. You see as he says, turn around real quickly.
Okay. I turn around.
You hear a noise, and then he says, all right, turn around and catch.
I turn around, and I'm thinking fast.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Fuck. Damn it.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
Ooh.
Straight up dexterity. Oh, it's gonna be a 6. You know it.
Okay. Kyle, to your
Guys.
surprise, which is pretty fair to be perfectly honest, you see as this kid's head comes flying at you. And in like a moment of panic, you were expecting like a ball or something a
Yeah.
bit smaller. This is like pretty heavy. It's kid size, but it's still a head. You just drop it, and it hits like the temple on the floor, and he's like, ah! "Oh,
I'm so,
no, ow, ow, oh."
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Pick it up. Here. I'm trying to stick it back on his head, like twist it around.
No, it's all right. You can hold it for a second.
I'd rather not.
Oh, okay, fine.
Actually, wait. Can I do one thing?
What's up?
I do like a ventriloquist thing. I move his mouth for him. Like. Meh, 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 meh. Anyways, you can have this.
Okay. You toss it back to him and he catches it, and you see there's like this little ring that he has to click back into place. Sorry, I guess you are human, so you might have been caught off guard by that. But I'm a Doulahan.
I've heard
Probably
of
the last surviving member of my kind.
you. I didn't mean to sound that excited. We had legends of you where I'm from. In an ancient tome called Monster Moose.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I was waiting. What? I heard Dillahan and I heard Priest gasp, and I was like, I know it's coming.
What happened in that show?
Good question.
You don't want to know.
It's just fan
Twitch
service.
would not allow.
Show.
I mean, Twitch might allow it at this point, but
I think Twitch would be mad about us for just talking about it, but it's also highly tangential.
Monster Musume?
Yeah, it means, oh great wise one. It's heralded across the lands for its sincerity, ingenuity in the space of storytelling, and its general all-around good visuals.
And it's about Doulahan?
Well, in part, there's a character in there who is a Doulahan, yeah, so you can lift your head up and be fine. And in the show, there's something of a Grim Reaper, but they're not all that scary. So it's cool that you're here. I mean, you're pretty scary. You just threw your friggin' head at me, man.
No. I mean, yes. The thing about the Grim Reaper is supposed to be... It's not important.
Okay.
Okay, it is important. You know the Inverse Heart? You heard of it? I don't know how long you've been here.
No, you have.
Is that a yes nod or a no nod?
Sorry, I heard Emperor's Heart. The Inverse Heart. Yes, I have heard of that.
Yeah, the Inverse Heart is what acts as the mechanism of death in these lands, but a long time ago it used to be us Doulahan. We used to be kindred spirits who delivered people from this life to the afterlife, but when the Inverse Heart showed up, death was made a lot more peaceful. They didn't have a physical manifestation of it they could see. It was just a force that they knew existed. So Doulahan begun to be hunted, and
really,
well,
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, so, I mean, I guess the reason I ask why you're here is, I mean, what sets you apart, you know?
How do you mean? Like I said, I think I'm the only one left. And Hatzer's always liked me. Noldiel's always liked me. Archbishop Ere likes me, I think, but I hate him. He's really gross. He keeps this kid around. I don't think there's anything sexual going on there, but I really don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, it's not comfortable, to say the least. And it's better just not think about it.
Yeah.
But I've never encountered this, but I'm sorry to hear about your race. I'm sort of in a similar boat.
Well, at least you have the other two who came with you. David and Anna, right?
At least we have David. That's right. Yep. David.
And Anna.
Wherever she is, man. You have any idea about her?
He looks puzzled for a second and then says, I don't know off the top of my head. I know that all of the other Worlders were summoned to Stairway Isle, so there's a strong chance that she never ended up leaving the Arieldan Empire. I don't think she'd want to go to Bellari if she knew what it was, and I don't think anyone's looking to immigrate into Deabruran these days.
Yeah, true that. Not by choice, at least, yeah. But okay, well, if you hear anything, I guess let me know, would you? I'm curious to meet her.
Yeah, sure. So, which is it? Unholy Knight or Apostle Pluto?
I don't know. I kind of like the vibe you got going on. I haven't met too many apostles. Only really Glaswell, so not too sure yet.
Nice. Great. Yeah. You know, a lot of them don't really have a sense of humor. it'd be nice to have someone else around who can take a joke and not act all manic or weird.
Or violent.
I like jokes. Or violent. I mean, I'm not really concerned about the violence, but you know, when you poke fun at someone and they're like, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna slaughter everyone's family. It gets old after a while.
Yeah. Say, where if I needed to, Cal debates in his mind for a second about asking where the portal room is, but this kid seems to have
You
been
think you remember
pretty. Yeah, I think he'll definitely know. He's been pretty forthcoming, and I don't know. He's just a kid, man.
Before you
right?
leave, establish a connection. Be like, hey, I want to message you sometimes. I might be off on missions.
Yeah, I think
It
I could
also
just
gives
do
you an
that. That's just a sending spell thing. I think I can. right?
No.
Oh, hey man. Before I go, I gotta ask
Yeah?
you one thing. Do you
Wait,
know
go
how?
ahead. Are you leaving already?
I'm just gonna take a look around.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I've only seen like this much of the world, like this tiny little space between my fingers.
Well, if you wanted a tour of Deabruran, we could do something come sunup. I
Oh,
have to
shit,
go
one
take
sec.
care of some rebels in a little village off to the south something of our capital, so you get a good look at it.
Oh, is that capital? I was looking at the other one, and I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. Reese, you got to be honest. This kid has been honest.
This kid has been honest. But I think he's gonna leak. I think he's got a chance of killing me if this goes wrong. Not his fault, but if he like tells Haas or something, they don't seem to really care about me all that much. They said I could do whatever, so.
Hmm.
That does sound interesting. I'd love to see your work, truly. I just think I'm more of like a landscape kind of a guy. I go to a lake or something.
Oh, okay. Then maybe some other time I can just show you around.
That'd be great. Yeah, could I get your sending number?
Oh, you can use sending?
Yes, I can use sending.
Oh, I'm not a sending mage, but I can use some spells, but not sending at the very least. So just whenever you want to.
Yeah, dude, I'll be in your head. I'll let you know.
I'll be in your head.
Nice.
I
So
I put up.
then,
I put
where
my
are you
hand for like
going?
a. Can I
don't
put my
know the
hand for like a
castle
high
very well,
five?
but... Oh yeah, you go for it. Yeah, he jumps up and
Boosh.
gives you a nice
Cool,
pat.
dude. Anyway, what were you saying? Sorry to interrupt.
If you need help exploring the castle, I know some places, some passages.
Oh, dude, could you take me to the portal room?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're going the right way already. He walks you
Sweet.
down like a sort of cavernous stone walkway, and eventually you get to the room you saw before with 5 different doors, presumably each leading to a node.
Cool. I figure my thought process is if he sees me where I went and he tells Hasra, then they're not gonna like come after me. Or think I'm an intruder so much. Okay, sweet. So do you know which one can take me back to Oza?
He points at the one directly down the middle.
This one right here? Thanks, bro.
He nods. Yeah, sure. So you are leaving then, though.
For now, I think I'll be back soon enough.
Okay.
It's just a feeling I get,
Be careful. I heard that there's a battle going on there, not just between some insurgents who ended up in Oza and our men and Libru, but also the last bastion of hope against the Unholy Knights, the Knights of the Storm. Maswell said he'd get in contact with us, but he hasn't. But that could just mean that he's out of spell slots. Or spells, sorry.
That's actually why I'm going. He sended me a little message saying he might need some backup, so I figure I'll go see what's going on.
You? Why would he
Yeah.
do that?
Well, I met him. He was I was kind of looking to maybe get into the apostles, but I don't think they're so cool anymore. And
Definitely
I'm a
not
pretty,
air, eh?
yeah, definitely not. But I'm a pretty proficient mage, so I mean, maybe that's why.
All right. Well, then good luck.
Thanks. I'll see you around, bro.
Bye. He gives you a wave.
Later.
right.
Ooh, deep breath from Kyle. Yeah, I'm fucking out of here. Get me the fuck out of here.
All right. You jump through the node, back in the real world, back in your own skin. I take it you head straight back, or is there anything you want to do in the real world while you're here?
Can't think of check on the brain in the jar, I guess. Oh,
Not
the
the-
real world. Oh, that's right. I'd like to go take a look at the pink thing.
Okay. You head back outside the way you managed to get out before, and you take another good look at it. Another strange, colorful feeling pokes at the back of your mind, but after a second it just disappears again. For reference, to describe it once more,
Yeah,
it
please.
is well and truly a large lump of organic material, resembling a brain floating up in space. You can see that there are portions of it that are shriveled, appear to be active, have like a sort of light running through them, like neurons or something like that. And multiple different, like, strange angular protrusions from place to place.
Huh.
Yes, I would just like to say, I don't know if I'll be able to fix this. I don't know how I could help. Oh, can I try sending it?
Oh.
You can.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
All right, go for it. What do you say?
Yeah, I guess I'll say, how can I help? I'm sorry. Kyle Smith.
Is that all?
I don't know what else to say.
Well, you don't have to use all the words. I'm just normally people do. So if that's all you want to say, then go ahead.
That's it.
All right.
Screaming. It's just screaming.
Kyle, you hear in your mind the endless agony and torment of multiple different consciousnesses or consciousness I don't care. They're all sewn together and they're all screaming. They're all in pain. They're all in fear. They don't know where they are. They don't know what they are. They just know that it hurts. That's all.
I'm sorry. I'll end it. I'll end it for you. Maybe
I'll
fucking
kill you.
if I could get Pluto to go away, would it? I don't know. I gotta ask somebody who's not me.
Kyle, as the sending fades, you do feel that feeling like poking at the back of your head again. And if you want to, you can attempt to try and figure out what it is.
Yeah.
All
I will do
go ahead
that.
And make another.
And I will take some painkillers.
You don't have.
Oh.
Do you have painkillers?
I do have
God.
painkillers.
Oh, those painkillers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, never mind.
It
Okay.
hurts, right? The feeling hurts.
It's unpleasant, deeply unpleasant.
Okay. Time for Rogue Kyle. I'm so excited.
All right, Kyle. It is just like a bag of powder. So.
Did I get? Oh shit! I didn't ask. Cock nuts for portion sizes.
Is there a serving spoon?
Is there?
Like one of those protein powder things?
I'll just lay out a standard, like
Line.
I'll lay out four lines, 5, 6, 10 lines. I'll lay out 10 lines, and no, I'll just do like 2 lines of whatever this is.
It kept fucking increasing it. It's like a layout 4, 6, 10 lines.
How fast can I inhale the bag if I swallow it whole?
Okay. So Kyle, you Make a Constitution saving throw.
Please fail, please fail. 7. That's not looking good. That's not looking good, everybody. Saving throw?
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And then go ahead and make me that probe check with advantage, let's say.
Nice. 15.
And you will add your wisdom modifier to this.
Okay, sweet. 18.
Okay. So Kyle, you snort a line of this powder that you weren't really given the full proportions of what it would do. And you immediately feel, as you attempt to connect with this tendril, severe and uncontrollable pain.
Fuck.
It radiates throughout your head, your mind, your body, and through this connection, you don't awaken something, but you snap back to something. You don't know where, but you're somewhere in there.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm in the pink. Okay.
Part of the pink.
Am I like... Do I have my body still?
No, not even a little bit.
Okay.
You are now in pitch darkness, but through your, what you assume to be whatever is left of your brain, you feel like a strong positional awareness as to where you are within the lump. You're still in severe pain, and so you're like, if you had a body, you would be doubling over right now, but you can still manage to operate through some capacity, and you can feel like the different consciousnesses surrounding you. You can feel who they are and what they're made up of and where they're from and what their personality was like before it got turned into this.
Is it too much information?
It's been too much information for a long time now, yes.
Okay. Can I look for my dad? Do I have any... How much autonomy do I have in here?
Make a charisma check.
Charisma check? My man. That's gonna be... straight charisma, so 20.
Kyle, you still, like, pushing through the immense pain that's surging into your mind, root around, and it's deeply unpleasant. It's as though you're swimming through an endless void of thick, viscous oil, and it clings to your skin and it drags you down. And at no point during this search can you ever stop moving unless you want to be consumed entirely. But eventually you sift through it. You don't know how long it's been, hours, days, minutes, but you touch something familiar. The shape of your father.
Dad?
You see that he's, or you feel rather, through a sort of like three-dimensional projection of what it is you're feeling through your consciousness, you see an older man, slick back black hair, still in his business suit, sat down, knees clutched to his chest, suitcase at his side.
Same one I have. I'm out of everything after him. Dad, I run up. Can I hug him? Can I talk? Can I touch him?
Yeah, you go up to him and what do you do?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry how we ended things. I just needed a change in my life. I didn't want to quit. That's not what's important now. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna end this, okay? I'm so sorry. I start crying and just hugging him and sitting with him in the pain and the agony. I guess.
Son.
Mm. Yes, it's me, Smith.
Smith. You see as he, like, the muscles in his body all contracting at once, shifts over to turn and look at you like a robot with his joints fused together, and you see the face for the first time since kneeling down next to this man. And the shape is still there, but his expression is twisted. It's a grimace. His teeth are pressed so tightly together that you can see cracks forming in them. His nose is clenched, his jaw is his jaw is clenched, his brow is furrowed, his skin is red, and his eyes are almost bloodshot to the point where they're entirely red, and his pupils are just a small dot poking through his blue eyes.
I close my eyes.
Oh God!
Help me! Help me!
Close my eyes and I turn away from him.
He grabs onto your shoulders, and he digs his fingers into the point where you can feel them pierce flesh and touch bone and muscle. It's all an image conjured in your head, but it feels so real. And he puts his forehead right up next to you, and you get a good look in the eyes of this man. This man who you can tell immediately is steeped in a far more visceral and life-rending and soul-wrenching pain that deprives him of all the things that once made him human. Please!
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Do I have anything on me? The seed?
Nothing.
I'll be back. I will. I run away.
Make a charisma check again. Or a charisma saving throw, your choice.
Oh, probably saving. No, I'll check. Fuck. 15.
All right. Kyle, through sheer force of will, you pull away. And as you do, you feel like these large gouges into your arms and shoulders. But you pull away. You run off, leaving that tendril of consciousness behind. And as you do, as you run, as you return to your place in this fucked up soup, you're back in your body. You're on the ground. Your nose has been bleeding profusely, and you can feel it dried and stuck to your mouth, nose, and you're crying.
I wipe away my tears. I wipe away the blood. I stand up.
You can see that many hours have passed at the very least.
Give it a good scream.
I think Kyle heroically, in a dramatic pause, looks up at the pink. And realizes there's nothing to be said. There's only action is what matters at this point. So he takes off. He's going for the portal. He's going back to Ozu.
All right.
After one more line, of course.
Actually,
I don't know if that's what triggered it. But yeah.
okay. You take one more line. You give it another strong whiff. It goes up into your brain, and this time what's amplified isn't the pain. It's the urgency. That feeling deep in your gut or your mind or wherever it comes from that compels you to move forward. You take off at speed that feels unnatural and superhuman to a certain extent, down these hallways, through the doorways, through the heavy iron door that blocked your passage out to this place, and through the void. And with that, I'll cut back over.
Oh, Kyle's back, baby. And he's Smith. Miss.
He teleported into a pit and died.
Damn. That's true as fuck. Hold on.
Teleported right into that river right there and got carried away. He never learned how to swim.
Kyle sinks. He's got 50 pounds of emeralds on him.
Oh no, my wealth.
You're gonna sell them and then just look down at your muscles and they're all ripped.
Fuck, dude.
Those are his training weights.
That was
The emeralds
crazy.
are his training weights.
Just then.
Dude, it is. Once I sell them, Kyle's gonna be a barbarian. He's gonna be so much stronger.
All right. So, we cut back over, I guess, to Shona real quickly. You just had this conversation with Injia in the church, and you have this flame sort of lingering around you. What do you want to do?
We're gonna dissociate for a good minute. Just like, damn, that really happened. Pat yourself down, and then I'm gonna look for. Okay, I need help. What was the lady's name? The healer lady.
Injia. Wait, what, the healer? Swipe.
Yeah, Swipe. Okay, I'm gonna go look for Swipe.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
No. I was hoping you wouldn't say that. Oh. Hold on. I'm in the wrong spot. Investigation. Oh, -1. So 13.
Okay. You roam around for a while, starting to see the flow of the civilians from outside of Oza back in. Can't manage to find Swipe. She's at the very least, not with the other group who's still at the alchemist yard. She's not within the civilians or the people who are rounding them back in. Where could she be?
I have two options. Well, first back to what's her name's house. To what the frick is her name? Oh my god. Fire chick, whatever. That way.
Lock.
Okay.
Thank you. I was thinking it started with a C. I don't know why. Clock.
Cock.
No.
There are two types of people in this world.
Clock and cock. Yeah, you reach the gate to the mansion.
Alright. Shona's gonna run up out of breath, prepare to slam the door, and then just politely hit the knocker. Or whatever.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock. You don't hear anyone answer. You don't hear anything stir within the...
What does lock have shades? Alright. I'm just gonna open it.
Lock.
If it's open.
The door's locked.
Damn.
Where did I go wrong?
How hard is it to
lost
climb the house?
friend.
You can make an athletics or acrobatics check if you want to try and scurry up.
Acrobatics.
All right.
Right. Yeah. Acrobatics.
Go for it.
Oh my god, 14.
Nice.
For only 14. All right, damn. So,
Yeah, no,
Shona,
not good.
you sprint over, do a bit of a wall jump, try and jump over to this adjacent roof here to try and make your way up through some window, and you just you expect there to be less give somehow. Your fingers make contact with some sort of gutter, and you're like, "Ooh, this is helpful," and then it breaks off and you hit the ground.
Brilliant.
Ow. Do I hear
A
anything
few
from
moments
behind?
after, you do hear the door open from behind you, and you see the Swipe, a tiefling woman with blue and green splotched skin and pure yellow eyes looking at you.
God, I didn't know what she looked like.
You
Shona's
prob-
like,
I
"Oh,
told you what she looked like a couple times at this point.
I didn't remember. Kind of dwarfed by big red tiefling. Hello? I was looking for you.
Hey. Me?
Hi.
What are you looking for me for? She
Uh,
backs up slightly.
Oh. I don't know, man. To apologize? and say, I don't know, pacing. Not a good fighter. Need to watch out for mind control. Should have. You were really cool in battle. You helped everyone, and I was inspired by that. And I want to thank you for that.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
What?
The heartbreak.
Oh yeah, baby. Wait, what is? Oh my. Wait, no, that's. Oh damn it. Okay, 19.
Okay. Shona, as you sort of pace back and forth and begin to apologize, her demeanor relaxes. She begins to walk up towards you and says, I appreciate it. It's... A lot has happened over the past couple of hours. I woke up this morning thinking it would be a day like any other, and I was proven wrong very quickly.
Yeah.
And lots of good things have happened, but a few bad things have happened as well. I'm glad to be alive. And I don't know if it was you specifically, but it was your people who brought me back. I'm a little on edge still, if you can believe it, from thinking that you were my ally to enemy to now my ally again. You're strong, and that weapon you carry really hurts. So,
Looks down.
I don't know if I'll be the most open to you for a while, but there's no bad blood between us.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I hope for.
Before you go, what do you think about Locke?
Shona's resisting the urge to just turn the question around. I think she scares me a bit. What do you think in this current moment? And I'm looking at her face, like trying to read it.
Make another persuasion check.
Oh. Yes!
Ooh.
Unnatural 20.
I wasn't expecting you to turn around, but she scares me too. It feels like sometimes I'm the only thing between her and an Oza that's been completely destroyed. I'm worried that she might kill me or my brother. Any of these people who are just trying to get by. Living life's the only way they've ever known how.
Shona's gonna like, I don't know, stare, just give her like a sad look. I don't know, how would you say that? A sad look for a second? And then like look off to the horizon for a second as well. Then turn back. If we, not meaning you, meaning the we back there, were to, I don't know, quote unquote, do something about her, how would you feel about that?
The only real problem is I don't know what to do about her. She's a person, just like anyone else. She has a right to live, but until she dies, I don't know if anything will change. At the very least, if you and I could figure something out, I'd prefer it that Locke be stopped than let roam free. Especially with the weapon she picked up from the battle.
God, I forgot.
She doesn't need more power.
No. Shona's gonna pace for a second.
You should leave here. I will. I would hope that no one would wake up, but it sounds like there's to be a celebration soon for the turn of the year.
Oh. That soon? Uh-oh.
Locke won't be there, and we can have a better chance to talk.
Okay. I'll find my guys. You rally yourself. We'll come up with something. And Shona's gonna do like hand on pancake, fist on pancake.
What?
Like, okay, so you have one hand
Fist on
flat,
hand?
you hold that open, fist on hand, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 like that. We're gonna do something.
Your shift.
Ear shit.
Yeah.
Fist
Grab
on
their fucking fist
pancake
and
is
shake it.
insane, by the way.
Shona's gonna rev her legs like a Scooby-Doo character and spin out of there.
Aw, damn. The only person we've had in chat today is a spam account. Bye-bye!
It is January.
Nah.
All right, Shona, you run off. You see that Swipe slowly and calmly returns to the house. Where would you head next?
Shona's gonna run to the graveyard.
Oh, God.
Okay, sure. You run over to the graveyard.
Shona is moving too fast for
Okay,
the
I just
camera,
wanna-
aka
I wanna
me, to
look,
keep
what
up.
is- what does this look like? Where the laboratory used to be?
I thought that was the one gravestone over.
Yeah, I think it's this one right here.
Oh.
But the grave event integrity and e-hearing. The mechanism you used before appears to be broken, and there's lots of char and ash that is sort of built up around where the passage was.
Okay, so that's just destroyed.
Pretty much.
Is gone.
Okay.
Is so gone.
That was the point.
Sorry, I'm preparing to do something, but it requires a reading. Okay. How does Shona feel? This is more on like a game level. After the whole talking to Fire Lady.
How you feel is something that is more in your realm of control. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any comment as to how
Okay.
you feel. But
Is there like a fire in her heart? Or like a
there's a fire on your shoulder.
What? Shona spins.
Still there.
Dives into the dirt. Like, mouth first. Face
Mouth
first.
open. Face
Yeah, that's-
first.
Like Shona dirt eater.
Shona Dirt
Yum.
Eater.
I need to be in touch with the earth elemental.
Shoulder is still
Does
on
that
fire.
sound like a...
Okay, rub it in the dirt.
What are you doing?
Hal, wait, who's that?
That is the voice of Injia.
I don't know. Wait. Alright, Shona's gonna get into like a monk meditative position.
You see as the flame coalesces in front of you into a smaller form, but the same fiery woman you saw in the church not but a moment ago. I told you
It's
I'd
like a
leave a
little
part of me
thing.
with you, didn't I?
You did.
So stop trying to put it out.
Is it just sitting there on my shoulder?
It's visible only to you, but yes.
Dude,
trying to put it
it's
up.
like a little pet.
That is me.
Shona gets a good new god, new belief system. All right, time to take a dip in the pool.
Oh my god.
I'm not a
Oh.
familiar. I'm attempting to guide you. Try
know.
not to be so disrespectful.
Look, if things are cute, they're cute. And I think you're cool.
Thank you.
I'm glad that worked.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now, guys. So I'll see y'all Monday.
All right.
All
Priest, take
right,
care.
see you
Wait,
later,
Priest,
Priest.
I'll text you tomorrow. Sorry, that's a...
Dope shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.
So me.
Would you mind giving me just a second to temporarily rearrange the
The overlay. Yeah, go
the
for it.
overlay because Kyle is no longer here?
Good call.
So what we're gonna do? Get that gone, and then
I mean, the order's still right.
yeah, but I have to shift everything up one. I can't do anything because the text is not attached to anything else. So I just gotta move it. It shouldn't take me too long. I just gotta move it up real quick. Edit transform. This is the number I need, I think. And then... Oh my god. Okay, transform, edit transform. Is this gonna work? Okay, this will just take me a moment longer. I think.
Anyone got good jokes in the meantime?
Connor Eats Pants did Fortnite Friday today with one quote-unquote
What?
Adrian Dittman, who is actually like 85% odds just Elon Musk trying to act like one of his own fans for some reason and using him like an alter ego. And
What?
I
Wait.
tuned in for it. So, okay, this requires more explanation than I thought. So Elon Musk, richest guy in the world, for some reason, runs a lot of alt accounts. Like a lot of alt accounts where he just acts like other people because he's weird. And one of them got pretty popular lately called Adrian Dittman, where for some reason he keeps using this Twitter account to go hop in voice calls with Nazis and talk to them. Not because, I mean, he definitely is a Nazi, but not because he's a Nazi, but because he just fundamentally doesn't understand what they're talking about because he doesn't understand the things people say when they tell them to him. And so for some reason he just keeps trying and failing to convince the world that this isn't him, and it's so obviously him.
Wow.
And so he was on Fortnite Friday today.
Fortnite Friday.
All right, it is. I do have everything rearranged, so we can keep going
the
whenever.
hell?
My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim's getting better. All right, let's go back. All right, Shona, now that you've rolled around in the dirt for a second, do you want to do anything?
Now that you've rolled around in the dirt for a second.
That didn't hurt you, did it? Rolling around in the dirt? Like, if I go into water.
No, but
Okay.
I would try to inform you in a way that does not make you look or act stupid.
I will try to do a better job of looking respectful while representing you, or while being guided by you.
No, not for my benefit, for yours.
Oh, that ship sunk. That ship sunk a while ago. I'm so sorry. That's very sweet, but
One day, if you actually do manage to become Hope, then I would hope you can conduct yourself in a way that actually gets people to listen to what you're saying.
damn. Yeah. I hope that too. And so if I can
Perhaps
become
you
Hope,
will.
then I hope that.
Perhaps you will be able to pull on the strings of those who consider themselves fools or play the fool. But for those who, albeit often unnecessarily, conduct themselves in a more prideful manner, they'll find it harder to believe your words.
Yeah. Shoot. I'll find a way.
For now, you can leave it be.
Pharmacy,
The goal is not to
where
change
you-
overnight, but to try continually. And eventually enter a stage of your life where you're consistently changing and growing.
Dang, that sounds cool. And that takes time. I can't rush it.
You can try. It
I
won't make that
can?
much of a difference either way. Sure.
No one's ever told me that.
You don't necessarily need to try. You're an elf, which means you'll live for 700 years or more unabated.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take deep breaths. So to just in out, in out, in out.
You hadn't really grappled with the concept of your, I would call it morality or mortality, but it's closer to immortality rather than anything. Elves are a strange, long-lived race.
thought I was a broken elf, man. I can't sleep like they can. I can't think like they can. Math.
Just math. That was it. Just math. I
Problems
can't.
present themselves in every form. Yours just happened to be in simpler fields. But it is not as though every elf is perfect.
Thinking of Hase Damado. You're right. All those people I looked up to, or down to, or up and down to, were posers. But they wanted to pose because they're elf in.
Correct.
Okay. I want to do what you said, to have compassion. But I'm going against a foe that is not compassionate. You've done that before. How did it feel?
It depends on your outlook. The girl you were talking to just a second ago highlighted something. That the person you're attempting to confront still has rights to live as though anyone else does. If you continue to hold that in your heart, then it may hurt.
Damn.
Gotta be evil if you want to kill someone.
That's
Be
not to say you
nonsense.
can. That's not to say that your feelings are wrong necessarily, but just that that mindset will hurt you. If you wish to hold on to it, then you'll have to resolutely bear yourself in front of the pain. And that is a difficult choice, but it is not a wrong one either.
Shona like rubs her head where she got smashed by a thing. Okay. Well, we've talked about me. How you doing? It's been 15 minutes.
I am keeping watch. When the flame goes out, I will be out of reach, for I am dreaming. But I will still be able to see you.
Whoa, wait, so like when the little flame, you'll be sleeping?
I do require a lot of rest.
Dude, how do I like make it go out so I force you to sleep double time? And really pack in those Z's.
I would like to emphasize, one, that you are not of a prerequisite strength to force a deity to sleep more, and that if you were to, my position as a being that holds up the order of the world may be compromised. So I would request that you not try.
Damn it. Alright, you know what? You keep doing you. And then Shona's gonna like hold up a hand for high-fiving. To like the little sprite that's in her other hand.
I'm not going to materialize to give you a gesture of affirmation. I am quite literally sitting on your shoulder.
Oh. Shona figuring out like a workaround. Just gonna pat her shoulder, like nicely.
I am with you.
I know. That's why I'm giving you a pat.
Would you like to return to your allies, or do you think it better to rest at this junction?
I want. To go for a run.
And run you do. We'll cut back to the others.
Thank you.
Roxanne and Prince, you two are together.
We are?
With Bihoz left inside to watch over the portal that Kyle will hopefully return from. The ones left are David, who's hurt but conscious, Exodus, who is hurt but still standing, and Laird and Hagar, who are both also hurt. Everyone's hurt here, including Prince, but everyone else has either gone to rest or attend some other duties. So,
Not me, I'm
as of
fine
this moment,
and dandy.
What?
Not me, I'm fine and dandy.
Yeah, sure, fair enough.
I've got 10 health.
Oh, no, I ate up the last of our heals. And also just didn't get hit much. But yeah, well, we don't know when Kyle's getting back. And, doesn't look like anything else is flooding out of the portal. We got that at least.
I
But, what are we
never
on to
have to
next?
see another Viper. It will still be too soon.
Yeah. God, yeah.
Well, I suppose at the
Well-
moment we can do nothing but wait for Kyle to return.
What are you talking about? I mean, if that's what you want to do is just rest and wait, that's perfectly valid. This is Hagar speaking, by the way.
Mhm.
I was like, this is too
But-
confident to be David.
But we do have a responsibility to these people. The alchemists will all return to the civilians where they can hopefully rest and give us some solid answers when they gather themselves. But in the meantime, we should still search the building.
Oh, I
See if there's
forgot.
anything we missed or anything important locked up in there that we should find out.
By the way, Hagar's like chest out right now, like all his clothes given away.
Yes. He's
Sorry,
got
I
like a
should've
very
funny.
small pair of like, not leather, but sort of cloth, like a tan cloth boxers. And that's about it.
Well,
He's got two hand axes shoved into them.
Well, I suppose I can't
Oh my
argue
God.
with that. I might not be doing the best myself, but I can at least help look around the facility.
Oh, I've still got working legs.
I mean, if it's all the same, I'm just gonna pass out.
David, you
Good
are
luck.
certainly
Very
the
fair,
worst off
David.
at the
Rest
moment.
up.
David heads back to Igor's house and falls asleep.
Listen,
Not before getting a bowl of that chili, though.
Oh, sweet
True,
leftovers.
true.
We will not let this chili die.
He just
I
made
should've
like the
good
biggest
chili.
pot of chili you've ever seen.
He got a little
it's gonna feed the
overexcited to
town for
have
weeks.
he got a little overexcited to have guests, and he made a bit too much.
I hope you all like chili. We're not putting it on anything, but it is scrumptious. But anyway, yeah. Exodus will also look at the group standing in front of him and Hagar. And Hagar will give him a look. I hope you sticking around means that you're ready to accept whatever punishment comes your way. Hold on. If you're not, that means you're gonna come with me. Is that really the best use of your time?
Prince has no intention of intervening right now.
Stick around. Alright, fine. I'm going with... I'll come with too then. The marshals will be busy for a while packing civilians back into Oza from Solel's hiding spot, but since he's not here, a local authority may as well come with you.
Hey,
It
Mr.
would certainly be
Deputy.
great. It would certainly be great to have you.
Alright, let's go then.
Oh.
Oops. So, where y'all going? The building is now definitely out of lockdown. Bihoz went up to the floor and through the broken glass turned off the lockdown protocol. I believe Rox currently has Boren Polyjoke's keycard, so you guys basically have free reign of the place.
I'd say perhaps the smartest play would be to just go in through the main entrance. We had ample time to search around the underground portions of the lab, but parts of the building itself remain unexplored, so it would be best to start there.
Real quickly, of note,
Yeah, where have we not been yet?
I think you've been everywhere, but I don't know if that necessarily means you gave everything a good look, because a lot of it was through fighting with Vipers in Leo Battalion. But of note, real quickly, from From the corpses that Locke and Solo burned, they did scour around a little bit and pick up some things. They probably would have been handed either to Bihoz or Hagar, but if you guys wanted to, you could have collected them.
I'm sorry, repeat that? Like just loot, general loot stuff?
General loot stuff, yes.
Kyle's not here. He's the guy who normally actually would care about that. I guess yeah, we do. I would be looting bodies personally. I wouldn't be taking anything major, but gold and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't
In
nobody
that
using
case,
money anymore.
Roxanne, let's say that for the sake of this, you hold on to it for the meantime. You get these strange magical-looking bracers off of Maswell, as well as 4,622 Kaloas and 1 greater healing potion.
Oh, I have the wrong thing open. I'm sorry. How many Kaloas?
4,622.
4,982 is our new budget. Sweet.
1 greater healing potion, other magical-looking bracers, and from Libra's corpse, you get the whip that she had.
Oh, I swear I already wrote those down. What did I write?
I know we talked about the whip last time. I don't know if we talked about it.
I don't think you ever picked it up, but...
Oh, yeah, I think they just got mentioned. Regardless. Range, bracers, and the whip of Erebos.
What? That's definitely not what it's called.
Oh, well, what was it again? I'm thinking of a magic card.
It's just a whip. You haven't identified it yet, so you don't really know what it does.
Got it. All right. I just immediately thought of a magic card because I'm magic brained. It's a
Magic
really good card.
Whip of Erebos.
Yeah. Gives all your creatures lifelink, and then you can just bring things back from the grave. It's horrible.
Yeah. That does sound helpful.
It is. But yeah. I grabbed those. Am I allowed to roll to identify these things? Especially the bracers. I feel like that's what I would take most interest in.
If you want, I don't think you have any spell slots left, so you can't cast the Identify spell, but if you want to, you could try and parse an Arcana check.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just tinkering around with it and doing an Arcana check.
Alright, go for the bracers first.
Sweet. Alright, 24.
Alright. These are bracers of unarmored defense. While someone who is not wearing any armor puts them on, they gain a +2 to their armor class.
Oh. That's not useful for me. Shona.
It's helpful for Shona or Kyle.
I wasn't. What was it?
It's bracers that give +2 to your AC if you're not wearing any armor, which I don't think you
Dude. Oh
Those are
my
an
god.
actual 5e magic item, so if you look up bracers of unarmored defense on like D&D Beyond or whatever, you'll be able to find it.
Okay.
And now if you wouldn't mind doing one for the whip.
Yes, 1 sec. So I think you might have already sent me the description for what that does.
The whip?
Yeah, last session. Let me pull it up. I remember us talking.
I think I might have sent it to for something else, but I don't think I did the whip.
Oh, you're right. Something else. You're correct.
Oh yeah, the new sword that you have not either decided to keep or give to someone else. I think you decided to keep it.
I just wanted to keep. I'm mad that every treasure has gone to someone else. It's not even that it's like something specifically good for Rox. Rox is just like, you know what? I deserve something at this point.
Okay, did you do the Arcana for that whip?
Sorry, 18.
18. Okay. The beautiful whip you can identify is very beautiful. I don't know why I said that twice. It is made of leather, bound tightly, embroidered with a few little accessories like little golden beads, little jeweled beads. Just of a very good, solid make. When a target is hit with this whip, their next wisdom saving throw is made at disadvantage. Wisdom saves being used primarily for like charm spells.
Yeah. I don't think that'd be useful for any of us. Maybe Kyle or Prince, maybe? I don't know. We don't really charm. We're more deceive.
I think
But
you
it's
guys
still
have charm
cool.
capabilities. I
Prince
just
is
don't think
supposed
Prince has
to
ever used them.
be able to charm.
You should.
I think you
They're
have
so powerful.
suggestion.
Prince, you're
Dissonant
just
Whispers is wisdom save. I could look over your spell list right now if you wanted me to.
There's plenty that's wisdom save.
You're just gonna have a fucking Batman tool belt of just like 9 swords with different effects.
Yeah, Prince could definitely make use of it. I don't know if they have proficiency in whips. Let me take a look.
I don't think I do. Tool proficiencies. At least not any like special proficiency in it. So I don't.
Well, I don't think your weapon proficiencies are written down for some reason, so I don't know what that's about. But you have. Doesn't look like you have proficiency in whips. But you could still use it. You just wouldn't add your proficiency bonus to attack rolls. So it would be kind of crappy to hit with, but you could definitely make good use of it. It's a powerful effect to have.
I mean, I definitely
leave
wouldn't
that
mind
be
having it, but again, we can decide this by committee if we want.
Yeah. Yeah, figure out who to divvy it among later. For now, you guys going into the alchemist building, and if so, where first?
Good question. Our options are, I always forget this. I believe it's secret L2, L1. Nope, never mind. That is my own building layout. We'll go down to the floor directly beneath the main entrance. I don't think we've been there yet.
Okay. Wink. Why does it do that? Let's copy and let's take you to subfloor 1.
Subfloor 1. Oh, is this where we died, or is this just similar? This is where we died.
This is where Prince died, yes.
Oh, the prince is like, I remember this.
Freezes.
Well, now'd be a good time to see what's in these side rooms on the left and right. Anything of note?
You take a look through them. They appear to be archive rooms, although they are in a state of horrible disrepair after you used Shatter.
True. At least they're not on fire.
Not yet.
Damn. I did use Shatter, and now it's kind of impossible to parse through.
There appears to be some sort of other computer-like apparatus on either side of the walls that was also meant to act as some sort of record keeper, but that is also damaged. However, there does appear to be a number of things among the different shelves. If you wanted to try and make an investigation check through that.
Yeah, I'll investigate the
Let's
shelves.
Investigate.
All right,
Isn't
go
that
for it.
one thing Rox is oddly good at? Yeah, not oddly, but he's solid at. 18.
Ooh.
Mine
Prince,
is
were you
not
gonna
gonna
do
be
it as
that good. I'll go for it, but it will. Oh, I should not have spoken too soon. Investigation. I don't have a great investigation, but that'll still be a 22.
All right. Looking around through, you find a handful of things of note. A lot of it is stuff that you can't really parse. It's either unidentifiable or unrecognizable for a number of reasons, like medicine bottles, chemicals,
Okay.
stuff of that nature. Rocks, you find 2 katanas that are gemstone in coloration. One being ruby and one being sapphire. Although
Awesome.
Bihoz did mention before that he had weapons that were cursed that were matched the description. You also find a lot of the stuff that was confiscated from the people who were thrown in cells down here. You see as Hagar takes his clothes from one of the shelves and puts them back on, and puts his fisticuffs back on, and tucks the hand axes somewhere on the shelf.
Look, yeah. In that case, that means this is everyone's looted shit. Remind me,
last thing-
will I get it? Will I just get immediately cursed if I touch the sword? If I touch a cursed object?
There are certain... make an Arcana check, actually. Why not?
You know, sometimes 200 years of memory can fail you, especially if 20 plus can.
That's pretty good.
Yes. Sorry, I always forget to... God, I have 2 character sheets now, and I keep clicking the wrong one.
Oh, you're in another campaign now. Sweet.
No, I just have a second character sheet for my homunculus.
Oh, yeah.
24. In fact, I'm gonna close that until that fucker comes to life because he doesn't even exist right now. But yeah,
Your idea is keeping him going.
You know that there are certain curses that are acquired immediately upon picking up something. However, there are also a lot of curses that are related to drawing a weapon or, doing something specific with them. It's a 50-50.
All right, you know what? Rox is just gonna double his bedroll and repurpose it as like a little kind of like how you have a leather thing you wrap around your weapon transport. He's gonna do that, but with like everyone's stuff. So he's just gonna like use tongs and pick up the sword and stick it in the bedroll and roll it up like a sushi to deliver to Bihoz.
They do have like sheaths if you want to use your tongues to tuck them into one of those.
Yeah, that would be way better. I just didn't want to look around.
Okay, cool. Of note, you also find this weird sealed bag of some organic material and a severed hand that appears to have some sort of magical aura to it.
Can I
It's a monkey's
investigate
paw.
those?
Is this like a new severed hand with blood like cut off, or is this like old shriveled?
Very mummified severed hand.
Okay.
Can I investigate these objects?
And all of these are like in the same. I guess we can just ask around and see. Somebody else's, we'll just give it to them. But I think it'd be cool to keep that if it's known. Yeah, I'm gonna. Rox is just gonna identify all of these to make sure he's not picking up a bomb, and then just start collecting them to bring back up, get everyone their shit back.
Okay, yeah. You slowly gather a bunch of stuff, and we'll probably hand it back to people who were captured. The deputy, Hagar, Tika, and Bihoz when you see them.
Awesome. And got Kyle's not here.
Loot war.
Yeah.
I joked about it, and then I realized he wasn't here, like actually in the call.
Yeah, Kyle's just flat out. Priest is just flat out not here right now.
Man, fuck that Kyle.
Dude, it has been a long ass time since we haven't had someone in the call. Like one of us like full on
praised. Feels sad.
Feels bad.
I don't think it wasn't.
I mean, Kane left a bunch. We could have shit talked him.
True. Right. You leave a lot.
Well, like past tense while you were doing our RA stuff, but in any case, you guys have thoroughly searched through the storage area, and you know this area past here to just be like a prison cell and holding cell sort of deal. Where would you like to go next?
No. What was that at the back? Is that a computer at the end that's not messed up?
That's the computer that I used to open the cells after I died the first time.
On it. Rox is gonna put on his goggles and approach and attempt to find lore despite not knowing computers.
All right, make an investigation check.
Awesome. We're trying to figure out like why here. I guess. Well, we know why. What were the alchemists doing right before everything went down? How'd their little fucked up baby experiment go? That is a 23.
Okay. Looking through, you managed to find a history log. Although the details are sparse, you see that a number of names are documented within these. For the last 4, however, there are no names given. They are just like, there's like a comma, as if someone had to write something as a placeholder but didn't actually want to write any names. Probably the Leo Battalion or the Vipers, if you had to guess.
Throga open.
Besides that, you don't see any other names that you recognize per se.
Oh well. All right. Suppose we'll move down a floor.
All right.
We're going.
I'm cool with that decision.
Whoops, that's the wrong floor.
Like, damn, these stairs went up. These things are fucked.
Like, you had thoroughly looked around here before.
Yeah. Okay. Seeing that, Rox is gonna ask if anyone needs to take a quick bathroom break, and if no one does, then we're gonna move on to the next floor.
I could go for one.
All right, be quick.
So, now that he's actually right in front of us, do you want to tell me who that guy is?
Wait, what? Wait, Exodus, the dead guy, needs a
Yeah.
bathroom break.
Well, he's in a living body now, I guess.
Are we sure about that?
Hagar.
I don't
wasn't
know.
lying
Just
when
keep
you
an
were
eye on the
getting
door.
interrogated.
I'm
He
tired
really
of
is
I'm
just-
tired of my questions about his condition being dodged. Just keep an eye on
okay,
the
that's
door.
meta talk because I'm not here, but.
Yeah, speaking into the air.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think anyone was lying during their interrogation. He's just around and he's helpful. We don't really know his motivations or like stick with him. It's not
Rox,
like-
make a deception check. And
Right.
you can keep going if you want to. Actually, sorry, I didn't know you were gonna say something.
No, I
else.
was just gonna continue rambling. Like, I honestly don't give a shit what happens to this guy. He's just around. Like,
Ooh.
Rox is truly neutral despite that. This was deception.
Yeah,
15.
15. Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
It was one thing for you to cover up his absence. I kind of figured we'd never see the guy again. And if he did come back, I figured it'd be in Lakuhiri, not all the way out here in Oza. But this guy seems attached to you. And I don't think you're telling me all the details anymore. I trust you, man. But you gotta be honest with me. Who is that guy?
Was Rox's hair at all?
I well and truly
Your
wish we
loyalty
could tell
means
you.
nothing to me.
I well and truly wish we could tell you more. All I.
I can't throw deception on top of deception.
You can, it would just be even harder.
It
Yeah, I
just
know. That's why I
even
can't do it.
harder.
I have a -2 to my rolls. The fact I got a 15
Was amazing to begin with.
and I don't know, man. Sorry. Rox has nothing more to say. His exit is he's just gonna, I don't know, tap his foot, check his non-existent watch.
All right, good piss. Let's keep going.
All right. That was okay.
Hagar looks at both Rox and Prince and then keeps going.
I don't think we're gonna see this man much after this, so it's whatever.
I don't know.
I like Hagar. He's like a good guy
What was up
on a
with the-
fundamental level. What is?
Why the fuck was there what was that?
Oh.
Why was there a little thing that said Exodia the Forbidden One?
I think
Don't
that
worry
was
about
Exodus before, but I guess I must have changed the spread at some point.
But completely lost my train of thought because of Exodia. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, this is the floor with the brain in the bottle.
Oh yeah, but he's at the end of the day, Hagar's still a cop. Like we're not really wanting him that invested in our party. And more specifically, he's the FBI of the magic world, like even more.
This is not necessarily meta talk, but this is out of character real briefly. I just don't know exactly, like, about the only thing I can think to tell him is that used to be Aze Damado. And
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want. We already know how bad that looks and sounds. I was thinking of like never mind,
the way
that
I was gonna,
ugly lady.
I almost started explaining this. The way I was thinking about doing it was saying, like, you know how I can't seem to die right now? That same thing happened to Aze, except when he woke up, it wasn't Aze anymore. Like, I feel like that's the best description I can give Hagar. I don't know how he would react to that.
Well, he would definitely immediately have to report it because that's
Yeah.
probably like high level magic item related. And
Which
that's the
gets
whole fucking
us
reason
super
we're here.
involved in the government, which, let's be clear
Yeah.
here, Prince does not want.
I don't think a single member of our party likes the government in any major way. I feel like Kyle's like, yeah, taxes are cool when I get the...
When I reap the benefits. Kyle is only okay with the government when he's the one on top.
Exactly.
We're just trash talking Kyle. Kyle ain't even here to defend himself. Not that he probably would, but
You'd encourage it.
he's like, that's exactly right.
Yeah, fuck that guy. More exploration.
Did we finish
This
checking
is-
around the bed area? I feel like we did.
Yeah, we definitely also searched this place, but there is the brain.
I'm gonna head on over to the brain real quick. I want to give the brain an update.
Really, do we really need to go back to the... Before Roxy is going to stop Prince and be like, do we really need to go back to the brain?
I know what you mean. However,
He's going to say hushed because he's pretty sure I can hear through the fucking wall.
I know what you mean. But the brain did give us some invaluable information. I feel a responsibility to at least let them know that the battle is over and hopefully some of the alchemists can return to perhaps help him with his situation.
Okay.
And with that
And
in
then
mind,
Exodus.
Prince enters
Yeah.
the room with the brain.
Exodus will come in with you.
Forgive me. Do we just talk out loud to the brain, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rox is staying. He doesn't...
Hello again.
Okay, everybody's going in.
I mean, these two have to. Oh, hi there. So, how did things go?
Well, they could have gone better, but I suppose in the end it worked out, in a sense. We slew the Lamia Queen and seem to have regained control of the Iron Stake building. Not all of the alchemists made it through, but I believe at least some of them may be able to return and help you deal with your situation.
You talking
I
about my
see.
situation like it's a bad thing?
It is a bad thing. You're a fucking brain. And then they'll be in a body.
I see. That is tragic.
It was, all things considered, it's probably the best result we could have hoped for. It's just some of the damage had already been done.
I'm not trying to blame you or anything. It is just tragic.
Indeed.
But I think, assuming I can rally behind you guys, which is only an assumption given that I can't actually see what you look like, I'm glad I was able to help in some small way.
And we do appreciate it. We gained some invaluable information from you, and it may have made the difference between whether or not we were able to pull this off or not.
Well, in the meantime, well, whatever happens, happens. Do feel free to come by. I am still pretty bored and lonely around here, so having someone to talk to every once in a while might be nice.
I'll make an effort if I can, but I do fear things will be quite busy for us.
Yeah, I figured. Well, best of luck then.
And to you as well. I do honestly and truly hope that you can get this sorted out.
It's out of my hands. If you can do something to help the alchemist, I would request you do so, but...
Rox cringes.
Just
like takes a bit of poison Minecraft damage.
Well, with that said, I think we must be going now. There's still more of this building to explore.
I think you've actually taken care of most of the stuff that needed to be checked up on in the meantime.
Oh, actually?
The only place everyone here hasn't been to is the secret bunker.
Oh yeah, we
Bihoz
have.
is.
Brain saying that, or you?
That's me.
Do we want to?
We probably should go help him. I don't know what he's doing down there, but we have his swords. We have his katanas.
Yeah, at this point, maybe we go give the people's belongings back to them. Might be a good way to check up with the townspeople, with the people involved, and just do our due diligence in returning everything.
All right, so where do you head first?
But the prince.
What?
But the secret bunker.
Oh, do we want to go to the secret bunker?
Yeah, I was thinking we should go.
Oh, that's where Bihoz is. Yeah, let's go return
Yeah.
his stuff to him and go check up on the portal as well.
Bunker.
He said the sword was a gift.
All right. What's up?
He said the sword was a gift.
No, the katanas.
Moroya. Yeah. But the katanas are his weapons.
Yeah,
What?
there were multiple swords at play. We just found swords while looting. Different from the swords we found while looting upstairs.
Oh.
Yes. We've got many things going on at once.
All right. You guys head down, and eventually all arrive back into the room. Prince, you see, although there are no longer bodies around, there's still lots of... Actually, there are plenty of bodies still, now that I think about it. There's a bunch that didn't get revived, and there's just stinkily piled up in the corners.
Prince just kind of subtly like clenches their jaw upon seeing the carnage.
Ugh.
I'll say it. Yuck.
Oh yeah, we did. As we're entering, how's it going down here, Bihoz?
I'm afraid nothing or no one has come through yet. As I said, I'll give you to the end of the day.
Damn.
Have you found anything of note?
These swords yours? And he's gonna like gesture to him on his hips and his
Yes,
sheath.
those are mine. Oh wait, hold on. Let me switch to the other Bihoz sprite. Pecky's good.
In my
yes,
head,
those are mine. What's up?
I'm trying to find the card. There's a specific art I've been imagining as Bihoz this entire time.
If you want to post it, I can make a token out of it.
Yeah, I'll find it eventually. I forgot the name immediately. The art, the art is more memorable than the name. I'll find it though.
Alright. In the meantime, Bihoz takes whatever of his belongings you return to him. He tucks the two katanas on his on the backside of his hip and says, "All right, that's good." Somehow I'm touched.
What's the curse, if you don't mind me asking?
That is slightly more difficult to get into, but the sapphire one. The sapphire one reduces your lifespan. The ruby one causes instant death.
Is my lifespan shorter now that I've touched it, or is it on use? I'm just trying to make sure I didn't like catch anything.
No. As long as you don't draw the blade, nothing bad will happen to you. But once you do, its
All right.
effects are irreversible, save for powerful magic.
Oh,
Wait, it causes it to the person you stab or to yourself?
He's implying that it's the wielder.
Instant death.
it also does shorten the lifespan of whatever you hit with it, though. So it's a two-way street.
Pretty accurately, yes. They're both powerful, but one is only for emergency situations, and the other is irritating to have around.
Well, I don't know what to do next. I guess we head upstairs then. Want us to grab you anything, Bihoz, or?
A meal would be nice. I haven't been treated to anything in a long time. They really gave us only scraps while we were in the cells. Not quite sure why they didn't kill us outright, but they must have had something they intended to use us for.
Perhaps we can go see if Igor has any more of that chili left over. I'm not gonna let this joke die. I'm literally not gonna let this die.
You had some of it.
Legendary chili.
The legendary chili.
Rock should.
I heard only fables.
Rox has rations. You'll just give Bihoz a day's worth of rations. MRE.
Well, I was thinking we maybe go get him something a little bit harder.
That requires walking. That requires walking all the way back down here.
I think for all that Bihoz has done for us, that's probably worth it.
He's the reason we have to be here.
Not directly.
Somewhat directly.
I was gonna say somewhat directly. I would argue he is the cause of half of these issues. But that's a whole nother story. I've given him food. That's what Rox is doing. Prince can feel free to go back and feed him better food.
All right, fair enough. Fine. All right, do your thing.
I'm used to eating road rations, so this will do nicely for a time. You see as he throws some turkey in his mouth.
Well, we'll be heading back up now. Just,
yes.
Green
Try
if
and
you
take care of
need
things
them.
the best you can. I doubt it would reach you. And I, at this junction, doubt it would be much help. But, thank you.
Fucking joke. Alright, bye.
He nods, looks pensively back at the portal. All right,
Rox is
you
not
guys
gonna
head back
go.
up to the surface. Rox isn't gonna what?
Rox just like looks at someone pensive staring and goes, and just doesn't acknowledge it. He will intentionally not acknowledge anyone trying to be all sad boy off into the distance.
Oh wait, is there any value in looking, like, we only have been to the top floor of the Iron Stake building in kind of like stressful circumstances. Is there any merit in checking the top floor?
You know that's where the console is, but other than that, who knows? If you want to, that's up to you.
I'd say it's worth a look at the very least while we're in the Iron Stake, but just to like completely thoroughly dress it down.
All right, boink.
I mean, it doesn't look like there's too much. Are any of these cabinets, or are these just like counters?
No, those are cabinets. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, they appear to have many different unrecognizable supplies used for chemistry or lab experiments.
Just, can I do a quick investigation, see if there's anything interesting?
Yeah.
Or anything, like, of interest to Prince specifically, I suppose.
That's in the cabinets?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then I add investigation to that?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Oh, I love this song. That's gonna be a 16.
Alright. With a 16, there isn't necessarily anything that would poke out as being interesting to specifically use, since these are general use.
Right.
However, you do find a few acids that you might come in useful further down the line if you wanted to take them off the alchemist's hands.
Acids? Which acids?
You can
If
identify
you don't need
them
you don't
as
have to have an answer to that if there isn't one, but
hydrochloric and sulfuric.
ooh.
Hydrochloric, not hydrochloric.
Hydrochloric acid and sulfuric. Those are some pretty useful ones, actually. Chemistry brain's kicking in, sorry. Prince probably wouldn't care.
Love a good chemical brew.
You should mix them together.
I can't remember what that does, but I don't think it's
Probably not. I can't imagine it does anything good.
Alright, sorry. I gotta look at this. Mixing hydrochloric acid. Not sodium hydroxide. I know that one's a big one. Da, 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 da. Okay.
I just assumed it was probably pretty noxious, but we'll come back to that. Rox, what are you doing?
This place is full of computers that Rox doesn't understand. Let's try and see if there's any way to see what Maswell was looking for. Because this is where we first met him. He was messing around with something.
Correct. Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Hooray.
Although the...
Oh
boy.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
8.
Alright. The console up near the window is actually a touchpad and was not disabled, but very badly damaged when Shona took her spear to it. And so as you're sort of thumbing around, you prick your finger and actually get a glass shard stuck in there.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
He's gonna like suck on his finger.
That's a brutal. That is a brutal.
And then
Hold
he's
on.
gonna like.
They probably got some forceps in here.
He's gonna like kick the bottom of the thing. Like not like hard, but just like fucker. They have force. Oh yeah, there is glass in me. I have a glass splinter. I'm gonna hold my boo boo and let Hagar help me take out the glass shard.
Yep, so you take it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. You need a bandage or anything?
Nah, I'll be fine with spit. It isn't that bad, right? It's just a prick.
No, yeah, you just cut yourself a little bit.
Cool.
It's just touching glass. So, you find anything or no?
No.
All right, then I think we're done here. This is out of our area of expertise now.
Rox is gonna clap his. He's gonna do like the thing where you clap your hands together to dust him off. All's well in a day of work.
All right. You all head back out, I assume, and you are back in the alchemist yard. Shona, in the meantime, you've done your run. What are you doing now?
Oh,
Just every now and then to check back in with you because you're not really interacting with the group.
Sorry, no, I was having a lot of fun just laying on the floor and just listening in. It was very comfy. Sorry.
I'm as a fellow floor layer enjoyer. I do get it, but
yeah. Okay. What's going on? I almost want to run up to where they were and make another investigation check because now I'm curious about what Maswell was looking for. He's my number one enemy. If I'm in the neighborhood, I'm gonna say, okay, so there's people in town. They're messing around with stuff. So I just see everyone going around.
Yeah, you see a bunch of the different horned tiefling or dragonborn folk just sort of standing around. Soul Owl talking to some of them, Martial Owl Rock talking to the rest. Within that mix, you do spot the people you know, Gumrot, Pastor Billy Vendici, and Tika and Igor.
Okay. Do Tika and Igor seem good?
They're both talking amongst themselves at the moment.
Okay.
You see that they're both in close contact. Tika sort of standing up by Igor's hip and him with a head on her hand. Other way around. Hand on her head.
Okay, perfect. They're chill. Where's Solel?
Solel is this bag right here. Boing, 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 boing.
Does he seem busy?
He seems occupied, but right now his job is to assuage the fears of the people in the village and or inform them of the situation, so...
I'll wait on him. All
right.
He does not need what is about to be on his mind for a little while.
All right, in that case, since a bit of time has passed between, I'd say at this point, Shona, while you're sort of standing around the people, everyone who is looking around in the alchemist building goes to the center. And we can stop splitting the party.
Yippee! I have a new mouse now, and this new mouse has a fun feature that I haven't quite gotten used to. just that it's got like a ball bearing in the scroll wheel, so that if I like really spin the scroll wheel, it'll like keep
Oh.
spinning. And so I keep putting more force than I need to into the scroll wheel because I'm used to it like just stopping when I'm done, and it just like I just accidentally zoomed out way further than I intended to on the map.
I can't see it anymore. It's gone.
I found it. I found the image.
What?
Oh, sweet.
I've been in my head. Bihoz has looked like this the entire time.
Where is it, General?
It's so small, by the way.
I know.
Like, he looks like Hector Salamanca. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I see him as like this. Like he shoots lightning bolts at his hands. I see him as like this old cleric knight dude.
I think
Fair
he's
enough.
younger than that, but
Very
how old
funny.
is Bihoz?
He appeared to have been in like his mid to late 20s.
Okay, yeah.
That's more like what Rox looks like. Canonical
Yeah.
Rox.
Yeah, true.
The
Definitely.
old clerical knight.
Canonical
Cancelled.
rocks.
No. But yeah, you all are gathered at this point. Larrett goes over to his marshal. Exodus is stuck next to Hagar for the meantime. And Solel at this point will walk over and say, "Sorry about not being available for the fight, but I was occupied."
You had to help get him out.
You were
You had the
doing
most
just as
role,
important of a job.
arguably.
You were invaluable then, and you'll be invaluable now.
Fucking soldier elder. I didn't say that. I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah.
I did not
Looks
say
over, you
that
can
out.
see what you're thinking.
It's in the back of his mind at all times.
Soldier elder. I happen to notice that one of you is missing.
Yeah, Kyle is missing. He sent a message through a sending stone saying he was doing fine. Not a sending stone, a message or whatever. We've confirmed he at least was alive an hour ago.
Damn.
Better than most things. We've worked with less information before.
I see. Well, it sounds like... I'm not quite sure what it sounds like, honestly. There are a few alchemists walking around still, but a large majority of them are dead, and the others are clearly scarred by this encounter. Going forward, we'll have to think about the state of Oza. What's to happen to this place? Without our food, without our clean water, we may be forced to migrate sooner than I imagined.
Do you think most people will be okay
Wait a
with leaving
second.
home, or
This is too cheery. What'd you say?
do you think most people will be okay with leaving home, or?
It's been a thought that's been on a lot of people's minds for a long time. It's not like Oza's ever been a beacon of security. We're still in the middle of the smiles of the depths, and lots of people have theorized for a long time that it would sink into the earth at some point. We even have a river running through town, which is where a lot of the geological activity stems from. So I've heard.
Hold up.
Tell
Hold
the
up.
science people.
I can't. I'm kind of blanking on how far we got on this conversation. Did we tell Solel that like this town is very likely to just collapse into the earth?
He doesn't need to know.
They already
He
told
Locke.
knows we have to move. He doesn't.
We
need to
told
know.
Locke. Okay, I don't think we told Sol.
Oh, I thought everyone was already getting ready to go. Oh shit. Okay.
I don't
mean, they
think we
kinda
told
spelled out
everyone
some-
that. I'm not sure everyone knows that yet.
Rock's just gonna give Prince a hard nudge as if he remembered this first.
Fuck you. All right.
I'm not related to this guy. I'm not connected to this town. I don't want to be the bearer of this bad news.
No, you are right. I feel like I feel like Prince should be the one to take the responsibility for saying this.
Yeah, and again, -2 charisma. He's gonna find a way to get punched doing this.
All right. Gotta lock the fuck in. So that it may have gotten a bit lost in the chaos, but there is something we discovered while we were underground that should probably be brought to your attention. The alchemists predict that Oza will be swallowed by the earth in the near future.
Do we remember what near future is? They got like months, minutes.
I don't know. It sounded like it was fairly imminent.
As you say that, he looks over to Igor and Tick and says, "Oi, you two, come over here for a second." Yes.
Igor!
What is it, Solal? Hi.
Piano man.
I'm glad to see everyone survived. Wait, what's Kyle?
Missing,
Missing.
but alive, as of an hour ago.
I see. Yes, what did you need, Solal? I had a question for you. These folks say that in the alchemist base they found something that said Oz is going to sink into the ground soon. Oh. Yes. I'm afraid, projections estimate 1 year left before the geological activity sinks this place into the ground. To that end, we were, or I wouldn't say we, but the alchemists were attempting to stay the hand that would cause such a thing. One of the cherubs, which apparently you know about, creates the geological activity merely by proxy of existing in a space. Once dissected, it may stop, but then the natural resources would have also faded, killing this place forever.
Either kill it fast or kill it slow. The two options.
It seems so.
No, they're both pretty slow death. Either
Oh.
we slowly weed off the resources that still remain, or eventually the town sinks into the ground.
Ah!
Either way, this place can't survive for much longer. We didn't want to give you any reports until we were certain, but that is the state of things. Well, that's not too bad. Honestly, 1 year gives us more than enough time to find another colony and settle down there. It certainly won't be as grand war as Oza is, but for a time it'll serve our needs. I'm sorry, Solal. It merely is the state of things. I did want to ask, by the way, will you let us know when about your group, or whoever is taking the charge, will actually go and investigate the inside of the Iron Stake building? I'd like to be accompanied in order to take a look at some things.
Rox's eyes are gonna widen a little as yeah, I can take you through right now if you want.
Oh, excellent. That will do nicely. Lead the way.
I guess we're going back. Well,
Shall
perhaps
we
with
get
more
started?
Y'all
insight
don't
though
have
this
to
time.
follow. Yeah, y'all don't have to follow. Rox just immediately felt bad for forgetting Igor again.
I'm actually gonna go with Rox on this one because I'm kind of curious. Prince is kind of curious to see what Igor's insights on the building are. And while we're watching, I think Prince is gonna ask about the brain in the jar.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. There's actual useful reasons besides just feeling bad and trying to be a good person.
Yeah, no, hold on. Igor, while we walk, if you don't mind me asking, while we were raiding the Iron Stake building initially, we came across what I can only describe as a brain in a jar.
Ah, yes, pockmark. I am familiar with the experiment.
Great name.
I'm curious as to what will become of them now.
That is a great question. One that will be answered once I get a good look at the message transcripts between the Iron Stake building and our headquarters.
This is
Oh my
perfect.
God.
This is the information we wanted.
This is Igor's area of expertise. I forgot
Woo!
about that.
You see, I am able to access all of the apparatus you were screwing around with while I was sat outside in the heat.
My bad.
All right, but you guys return in. He would lead you up first to the second floor.
I'm gonna stay behind with Solel.
big computer.
Yes, where the computer is at. What? I lost rocks somehow. Weird.
No, not
I'm a sneaky little
rocks!
guy.
Get back here!
Oh, it's shattered. Okay. You see, as he takes out a little rag and then realizes it probably wouldn't work, and then he's just very carefully thumbing through the computer. As I suspected, they're intending to have someone come out here to deliver our year-end report to one of the branch alchemists. Rumlo Oros. Great! That's actually great news. Rumlo is the one who constructed many of the automatons that currently serve the alchemists. It looks like he'll be here tomorrow.
Oh.
Okay. Rumlo, I'm writing this down.
So is he gonna like reprogram them or?
Oh, the brain?
Oh no, the guy coming in.
Reprogram the automatons. No,
Yeah.
I don't see why he'd have any reason to, provided they're still functioning properly.
I just assumed the alchemist would be packing up town and leaving Oza as well, especially after all this.
No, I assume not. This is far too valuable a hotspot for them.
I see.
Well, what do they intend to do about the imminent collapse?
I'm not quite sure. That would be information we have to run by Rumlo once he actually gets here. But on the assumption that he will inform us that business is just as usual, he'll probably have some other branch alchemist come and take over where Boren left off. And from there, I'm not quite sure.
I see.
Ask him what of him.
Yeah.
What will he do?
I want to say something to Rox real quick, but Igor's still within.
I mean, you can whisper to him.
I'm gonna sort of whisper to Rox. We do still need to decide what to do with the scroll as well.
Oh yeah, that out of character. That's not like a big deal right now.
What?
We just gotta talk to Zulak.
Well, no, we're getting a branch alchemist here. Like that was the original goal, was it not?
True, it was. Not this one though.
It's a different one, but actually,
But I
maybe
wanna
we
talk to
ask Igor
Zulak.
about. Maybe we ask Igor if this would be a good alchemist to air the issue of the scroll to.
Well, no, it's we're talking to specifically Zulak because it's Zulak's scroll. He's like the main guy after it and stuff.
Well, that's true,
like
but we
his-
still need to get in
his part.
contact with Zulak. So,
True,
like,
true.
this is a person with higher authority.
Yeah, for sure. I
might be a good
I was
idea
just saying
too.
there wasn't reason to whisper it. Was basically
Yeah,
what
okay,
that
okay.
boiled down to.
I'm gonna.
It was just
All
that
right.
this wasn't like a dark secret.
I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and say this out loud now. If I may, would this be a good person to air the issue of the scroll to?
Yeah. How close is this guy to Zulak?
I forgot about the scroll.
Hand it over.
Well, that is a difficult question to answer. As for his station, he holds the same position as Pag Zulok does. He's a branch alchemist, who are the ones who often work directly at the headquarters and serve the larger branch, or just the alchemist in general as authority figures. As for whether or not Rumlo would take kindly to the fact that you have the Scroll of Revival on your hands...
Yeah. Yeah, there is the... I mean...
We are still wanted by the
shit.
alchemists, I assume.
Yeah, before the Vipers, we were really just gonna, hop on a computer and do like a teleport version of a phone call, or like of a device. Shit, I dropped that bit immediately. I thought we were just gonna zoom Zulak.
I don't think that would happen either. I'll float the issue towards Rumlo myself. As for you all, I would suggest staying out of eyeshot until I have communicated what's happened here to him. He is one of the more temperamental branch alchemists, and so I wouldn't want you getting caught up in an immediate conflict.
I appreciate what you're doing for us, Igor.
Thank you.
He nods.
And you're chilling.
Well, I suppose that wraps up our business here, unless you wanted to do something with Pockmark, but I don't think any of us here have the technical expertise in order to finish his body. That may even be a responsibility that falls to Rumlow when he arrives.
Well, I certainly... Pockmark gave us some rather invaluable information for making sure this whole mess was a success. So, I do feel at least slightly indebted to making sure he gets the right person sees him.
I see. Yes. I agree. But for now, we should return.
Party.
Freedom from the
Come
burdens.
on.
I don't know why, but I immediately started singing the Trolls version. My brain has been poisoned.
Ruined.
Oh no. That's awful. You should never mind, I wouldn't say that.
You know, I didn't hate Trolls. It was, for what it was decently fun. It had some cringe lines.
Sure.
It wasn't the best thought out story of all time, but it did several things right, and for what it was, it managed to work pretty well.
It's got Justin Timberlake in it.
True.
Whatever that's worth.
The extent of my thoughts and opinions on that.
All right. So, as you all return, Igor just sort of speaks up at this point again. Well, I guess this must be goodbye then, now that you've concluded your business here. Wait, no, you're sticking around, right? Do you... I suppose I should ask the question first. If I manage to convince Rumlow to not be hostile about the fact that you're currently carrying our Scroll of Revival, would you want to have a word with him?
I mean, we kind of just want to talk to Zulok, but if you think you'll have anything useful for us, I mean, I'll gladly talk to the man. And we have no
Zulok is-
intention of leaving.
Zulok is a person who I'm told usually doesn't leave the alchemist headquarters in Sorkarek. So, at the very least, I don't think that's really an option to speak to him directly, which I think is
Wait,
the
is
goal.
it another country?
Yeah.
He nods. The alchemists
Oh.
operate out of Sorkarek primarily, but we have headquarters all over, mostly Arialdan, to be perfectly honest. I don't think many alchemists want to be in Bellari, and Deabruran is out of the question.
Oh, we can't talk to this guy in person. That changes things. Rox was gonna like interview this guy. Oh, that means the best we can do like a how good is there like a better version of the spell Kyle has? Is there any way to actually have a full conversation across the distance like that via magic? I just straight up, this is a D&D knowledge check fail. I don't know.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
With your knowledge, you can't remember anything.
Fuck. Yeah, I still want to talk to this guy. I want to get to know what the alchemists are like. If we can't talk to Pag Zulok directly, may as well figure out what his goons are like. I know he's not his underling, but
Goon.
even still.
In that case, in the meantime, you're welcome to hang around my apartment, or whatever you want to call it, while he arrives. I
Thank you.
don't know if you found any other places to rest, but I wouldn't want to sleep in the Ironstake building if I were you, and it sounds like you have some sort of ongoing issue with Solel. He whispers as he says that.
Perhaps not issue. It's just we
No.
got off on the wrong foot. I think.
Actually, I'll be back.
They got over it.
I see. Then, if you can't find anything else, you're welcome to stay with me.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
He nods. In the meantime, now that my duties are finished, I'm going to go and take a bath.
I'm having kind of bad flashbacks on the whole take a bath thing.
What happened the first time?
Hagar
Hagar
got
got
kidnapped.
kidnapped.
Oh.
But presumably that wouldn't happen again.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know how, but I feel like Hagar's kidnapping was unconnected to other events.
Well, he did end up in the building, so it had to be somewhat connected.
He
But
could have wandered. I'm gonna die on this
Sure.
hill. I'll find a way to die on.
no. Like he could
Seriously,
have been
is a
kidnapped by.
completely unconnected set of random dudes kidnapped Hagar, and then through a series of comedic hijinks, his passed out body wound up in that jail cell.
He was just left on the door as a present. They're like,
Yeah,
A
like he
bunch of
slid
ants
down
tried
a
to carry him away.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he slid down a laundry chute and just landed there. But yeah,
Wait, that's funny. Okay, wait. We need
So-
to talk to Solel.
All
Is
right.
he less busy now?
Yeah. I mean, he's stood looking at you all now that you all have sort of gathered his attention from before. He's probably
God.
willing to talk, you imagine.
Solel, can we walk 10 paces, 20 paces this way?
Which way?
Oh, my bad. Right. Wait.
All right, sure.
East?
Weast.
Shona holds up like her hands with the left and right.
Yeah, does the little like left and right thing. Like
Yeah.
holds up the L's.
We are walking east.
Okay, great. West.
Weast.
that's that's the eat, right? Not the worms.
Yeah, worms,
I'm not you.
nog, dwarf nog, and what would the other one be? Sog.
So does everyone come with Solo over to the bridge?
I mean,
the
sure.
party.
Rox is following the party.
Alright.
He's like, okay, we've done this. We're out of tasks. Still
So-
with full health and alive.
What do you want to say?
Your daughter
Everyone's
has
staring
a
at Shona.
superstone. Your daughter has a superstone.
I beg your pardon?
That
A
did you see-
superstone?
I don't know.
What
Did
does
you
that
see
mean?
there was. Did you see big explosions coming from the tiny wizard man? As you were leaving town, I guess. Oh.
I don't remember what the stone was called. Did I write it down?
Looks confused. But
Just-
he says, I don't know what you're talking about now. Please try and explain things in simpler terms. Is it magic? Does
yes.
it do something?
It is a.
Well,
As far as I
if
can
I
tell.
knew.
Ooh, I remembered.
Go, Prince, go.
As far as I can tell, it greatly amplifies the effects of certain types of magic. Seems to be radiant magic, just based on how I've seen it used so far.
Which your daughter knows much of.
No, she doesn't. We use fire spells. What are you talking about?
They're pretty flashy, right? How does fire magic work?
I do not know the full extent of this artifact's effects. All I know is that it greatly amplifies certain magical spells. I have no idea whether or not it would extend to.
Rox, your clothes were burnt. Did they seem stronger? Did Locke seem stronger?
Yeah. I mean, she's already ridiculously strong. It's kind of hard to get a comparison between like two different hurricanes. But everything we know about the Rock indicates that she is just way more explosive, to put it lightly.
That is concerning. Deeply concerning to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really wish it didn't happen.
As
want
do
to help.
I.
But it was in the hands of a worse terrorist beforehand. Gotta look on the bright side of it.
Rox.
It's not in a good place. The hands are not. The stone is not in good hands yet, but it's in quote better hands.
Shona. Just like
If it's a
looking
powerful
at Rox,
weapon
like,
that amplifies an ability that she has specifically, I'd rather it not be in her hands.
exactly.
So, I don't suppose you came here intending to inform me of a plan of action of sorts.
I mean,
No plan, but we also want it.
I was like, I mean, I'm kind of putting together like a team. You could say, team give Locke a hug and tell her to calm down.
Right. And who does this team consist of? Just us four?
Well, no, we have an insider.
He perks up as you say that.
You do?
Yeah, I talked. Well, looks around. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna make a bit. Looks around.
Conspiratorially.
I talked with Swipe, the cool healer lady.
Swan.
She said, "Yeah, do you know? Were they kid friends, play in the garden type stuff?"
He nods.
Oh, it's adorable, dude. She wants
Keep
to help.
going.
Keep
wants to help.
going.
She's also worried about Locke and the trouble. We made a loose idea of a plan to meet up and discuss. And during a celebration, when once his face gets the taps running again and everyone's drunk. So that's as far as I've made it.
Celebration? You mean for the time of the year?
That's what it was. Yeah. And also, we didn't die.
I see. That is
Or we
also
did.
important, yes. You died? I'm okay. Stay on topic.
Look into my
Swipe
eye.
is willing to help us take down Locke, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And you're
safe.
certain of this?
Yes.
Alright, make a persuasion check for me.
Uh-oh. This is where Shona's confidence takes a hit.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that one lady might help us, probably. I don't know. Maybe.
All right. 6. Yes. Shona's voice cracks.
I've known Swipe for a very long time. As you mentioned, she was a friend of my daughter when she was growing up. Her and her brother. I would be
yeah, who's her
hard-pressed to
brother?
believe that after all these years of tomfoolery, she'd be willing to help us take down Locke. But the fact of the matter is, if a powerful weapon has been presented in front of her, we need to take her down. Which is what I suggested when I met you. In case you forgot.
I have a short-term memory. I thought you were saying to be tactful, and that you loved her. In a way,
I do
where
love
you,
her.
like put her down.
But she's unhinged.
Okay. Damn, man. It's good to hear some clarity from like an adult in the room. That's cool.
Oh, yes. To be clear, Locke has many problems. She has issues with authority, she has issues with me, her parents. And I don't know what she wants to do, but having a weapon is going to make whatever it is much easier for her.
Yeah, and we don't want that.
Correct.
Okay.
So, to the point. When do we make a plan?
Later tonight. What time is it?
It's currently like 3 in the afternoon. Probably a bit later, but...
Later tonight.
We're gonna need the
after
whole
everyone-
ass
Perhaps.
for us if we
Night
want to do
rest.
anything.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
I say we all take a big fat ass nap, and at like the crack of 11 o'clock, when everyone's out partying for New Year's, that's when we plan.
Allow me to suggest
And then
something else very
Go
quickly.
after that.
Perhaps the time frame isn't quick enough. But, if I may suggest, maybe we refrain from making a plan immediately, and have Shona at least to meet up with, why can't I remember her name? Swipe, thank you. And have Shona meet up with Swipe and get a better feel of the situation. The reason I say we don't make a plan is because, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, Shona, I fear you may accidentally leak some of the details to Swipe if she isn't in fact on our side.
I think that if I had details, I couldn't say them correctly enough for her to understand. and we don't have a plan because we're waiting because we gotta because
Because of the wonderful things he does.
yes. All right, should we talk weak points?
I could use a rest. For
Okay.
now, I'd suggest that if you are serious about doing this finally, that you gather whatever forces you can. And eventually, after you attempt to meet up with this swipe person and form a actual plan, at that point, we reconvene and set things as they're meant to be.
I have no objections.
Okay. A
Very
nap
well.
sounds great. Thank you, Solo.
Rox is just
It's easy.
trying to guess how long it'll be until he has to shoot someone in the face again. We've got 8 hours, 14. Maybe we hit 24. Probably not.
He's ready. The cannon's already hot and ready to go.
What time of the day is it right now?
3 p.m.
Around 4.
Okay.
Oh, 4.
3 or 4. It's early afternoon.
Okay, does it seem like the foundations of a party? Like, is everyone gonna be like, "Well, we didn't die," and "Oh, it's the new year"? Like, is that tonight, or is that like, "Oh, we'll do that tomorrow"?
You don't know. The person who sounded like he was planning it is Bihoz, and Bihoz is currently otherwise occupied.
Okay.
Oh,
I actually still want to bring Bihoz some chili. Like I was totally serious about that.
Pit stop it at Igor. Make beds. Bring chili.
Is Igor
go
at
to
his
sleep
own
in
place?
beds.
He's at the bathhouse, but
There's surely leftovers. Let's
it
go.
wasn't hard to get into.
Okay.
And there was leftovers, yes.
All right. Let's go get some. Let's go get some chili.
Gosh, endless chili.
Oh, let's check in with David. How's David doing?
Chili infinite.
David is passed out when you get there. He's
Okay,
on a
cool.
couch, like his jacket is falling off, and he has it sort of like draped over himself as a makeshift blanket, and he's just snoring.
Remind me real quick. Was there anything else we needed to return to people?
I would say that just to make things easy for you, you guys probably return everything that needs to be returned to people.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
cool.
specifically, I forgot to ask Soldier Elder about that. I was going to be like, hey, we have all these. Recognize any of them? Maybe they're
Yeah.
countable.
All right. That's
It was
cool.
Hagar, it was Marshall's, it was Tika, and it was Bihoz. Bihoz got his stuff back. I'd say you probably gave Tika her stuff back when you saw her. And Hagar got his own stuff back, and again, unspoken, let's say you gave Marshall Arrock back his stuff.
Cute.
And he gave you a shy look when he saw you.
Who did?
Marshall Alrock.
Oh, why is Shylock?
You
bro.
want insight?
We're homies.
You want an insight?
Oh wait. Yeah, actually, I will.
All right, here, let's just cut over to it real quickly. Let's say Rox and Shona, you go over to him and you're like, here's your stuff. And he says in his deep southern voice, well, howdy. No, that's very, howdy. What can I do for y'all?
I was gonna ask how you doing.
No, this guy.
Doing all right. Trying to set things back right in this town before whatever happens, happens.
Roll for insight.
I'll
Did
save
they
you the
just-
back chat. What's up?
I'm sorry if this is a little embarrassing, but like, did they just kidnap you? Is that how this all began? Because the Leo Battalion, their whole excuse was that they were here because of you, and I assume I'm like 99% sure that was just a lie at this point. But I just want to get your side.
I hastily informed Deputy Larrett that I would be taking a small leave of absence because I heard that an old ally of mine, Mr. Prince Bihoz, was out in the desert had taken care of some vipers off to the north, south, some place far from here. And during that time, I was taken into their custody. I tried to put up a fight, but there were too many of them.
I see.
I hadn't intended it to be longer than a day or two's journey, but things took a turn for the worse.
Yeah, kind of hard to deal with all that on your own. Glad you made it out.
I appreciate your concern.
Really feel like there was a question I was supposed to ask you that I'm forgetting.
Shauna rolled insight earlier. You can tell that he's
23.
feeling a little bit shyer, probably because he didn't actually manage to do much in that last battle.
what happens when you're like level 2 in the D&D world. You're just a normal ass human.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know
Whoa!
more, but
Did you see what happened later in the fight?
Wait, what? What are we talking about now?
You know the big battle thing.
Like the battle that just happened between us and
the battle
Libru?
group
He was there the whole time.
That one. That one.
No, I died very quickly.
Oh,
Thank you for bringing that up.
I was thinking of the sheriff.
You know what I did? I got charmed by somebody and I killed them. That shit sucks.
Wait, you killed the person charming you?
No, I killed somebody else.
Oh, yeah, that
They're fine.
doesn't
They're fine.
sound
They're
great.
fine. I know.
So
So
I made it out.
like Shona pats him on the back. Don't worry about it. You're doing great. This town is cool.
Make a persuasion check to try and comfort this guy.
Oh, 8.
I
Hey, it's
genuinely,
okay, man. Sometimes you just suck shit.
I genuinely feel like there is like less than a second between Shona thinking something and Shona saying that thing. I don't think she has any filter.
You need something? Anything else?
Damn it. Runs off.
Damn it. Runs away.
And Marshall gets his stuff back. All right. Prince, Shona, Brox, you all go to Igor's place. Who wants to take Chili to Bihoz?
I was gonna do that.
And if
but...
so, who gets Boren's card?
I'll come with Prince.
I'm also going there to check up on the situation with Kyle. I'm also going to check up on the situation with Kyle. So it's like it's two things.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Kyle. Yeah, fine. Rocks will come along.
I totally forgot about Kyle. Is crazy.
Rocks just doesn't want to get too chummy with the FBI. That's all. They just don't want to get buddy with a government figure, with a fucking prince.
I think, in my mind, Prince Bihoz at this point has shown himself. At least his heart seems to be in the right place.
For now.
Wait, where the fuck has Exodus been this whole time?
He's with Hagar still.
Okay.
Hagar's been keeping a close, tight leash on him.
Good.
This is for the best.
I want him to suffer as many minor annoyances as he can.
I will never forget the first Exodus session. Everyone was
Neither
so
will
on
Rocks.
edge.
I honestly didn't think you guys were gonna let me get away with it. I thought he was just dead, and I was like, all right, shit. Rip Narnu.
Rip
I rolled
Narnu.
like shit. That's what happened. I rolled like shit and actually missed.
Yeah, a couple times. It was
Couple
very
times.
egregious. I don't know how it happened. Fate. Fate wanted Exodus to live.
Alright.
Yeah.
Prink walks up, got a bowl of chili. Or Bihoz.
Oh, thank you.
I thought you might appreciate something a little bit more substantial.
Oh, yes, this is very nice. You see, as he takes a wooden spoon, presumably, and...
Eating around the dead.
Sorry, do you have anything to drink, by the way? I wasn't given any water, and I'm pretty thirsty.
I just hand over one of my water skins, I guess.
He takes a big gulp. Here you go. Hands it back to you.
I accept it graciously.
It is not empty.
I presume there have been no updates down here.
I'm afraid not. I informed your ally Rox there that I would give until the end of the day before I destroy this portal.
I do hope Kyle can make it back.
Have some faith in the meantime.
It's all I can do.
Walks up to the portal.
There's no way to figure out where this thing goes, right?
Not without a mage. Oh, crap. If one of you wouldn't mind doing me a favor and... Well, he might need his rest. When the fighting was done, I was going to have David go and collect the other Knights of the Storms, who should be nearby in theory. Having my forces around would make putting everything back together much easier, but seeing as how I'm not in a position to take command, I was willing to wait for a while, but they may need the time to arrive anyway.
Well, as soon as David wakes up, we'll inform him of your request. If, of course.
Were we supposed to sit by the portal while he does it?
We're gonna go. We'll wake him up.
Much appreciated.
We have been given a task.
Shona's gonna like walk over to the portal. Kyle.
Damn, I kind of want some of that
I'm
shit.
afraid. I'm afraid I don't know how the portal works. I've only ever seen. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen anyone go through it. We've just had to destroy a handful of them. But somehow, your friend was taken through it. So, I don't know what that says about him. I presume not that he is a Deabruran spy, but that is a rumor that has yet to be confirmed or denied just yet.
Well, those questions can be answered if and when he returns.
Shona's gonna bang on the portal like the "Let me in" meme. He's like,
Shona, are you
"Kyle!"
Prince tries to yell out and stop Shona, just seeing her fist bounce back.
Yeah, it's still like a sort of very watery orb that has some
like punching Oobleck.
Yeah, like putty. It's gooey, but it pushes back out. But it's still got like this beautiful blue texture.
Perhaps if I drink it.
It's a shame that something that looks so pretty has had such devastating effects.
I'm no scholar, but I hear that is often how it is in nature. Things that are beautiful often contain venom. So perhaps this is just par for the course.
True enough, I suppose. Well, no need to waste any more time. Let's go get David up.
Bihoz again gives a slight look when you all begin to leave, but doesn't say anything.
Roll insight.
Go for it.
Oh my
Damn
god.
it. 14.
The fuck?
From what you've been able to, she's got high insight. From what you've been able to tell since being around Bihoz, he's not the kind of person who hides his emotions necessarily, and you can tell that he's already starting to get a bit, perhaps anxious and/or lonely from being here, just waiting, surrounded by bodies.
Oh yeah, yeah. He has been here just for hours.
An hour or two at this point.
Shona.
That's plural. How much time does he have left? Like 8 hours?
At the end of the day, yeah, probably like anywhere between 8 and 7 hours. Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
go on ahead. I'm going to see if I can drink the portal.
Good luck, Shona.
Shona,
Rocks.
you are not allowed to touch the portal while attempting to do this, okay?
Shona takes out Traveler's spoon.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
takes out a straw.
Traveler's straw.
That's okay. It's not the attempt to eat the portal, it's the fact that she might fall in trying to eat said portal.
Well, we've already seen her bounce back from the portal. I don't think she's going in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's why Prince was just like, suit yourself.
Fuck it. Okay.
I think Prince kind of picks up on, like, I like to think Prince has kind of picked up on what Bihoz is feeling, and has just let Shona stay down here just as a distraction. That's my headcanon. We can if we think that Prince needed an insight check for that, that's fine. But
Rox had an immediate realization and memory. Is there any chance, thinking back to those mines and those gems we saw, is there any chance any of those gems is worth 100 gold or more?
Yeah, but Kyle
Make
has
a history check.
Got
Well, the gems are still there. He took a bunch of them, but it's a big cave full of emeralds.
would we be able to get back? That's the other issue.
Well, it wasn't a big gap that we blew.
I guess would
thing.
Fire Goddess let us back in? Because that was
Well, there were gems throughout the entire cave, not the beginning. Rox is just looking for something to use for his homunculus, and the requirement
okay.
is a gem worth 100 gold.
Okay. Nope. I completely understand now.
Yeah, Rox is just like, oh my god, I
If you're
need a
okay-
little buddy.
yeah. If
Where
we're
are the
okay
riches?
splitting the party, Prince can go take care of David while you go do that.
It's whatever. 19.
All right. With a 19, you remember that there were plenty of gems that looked like they would have fit that criteria. The only inconvenience would be that the fire myrmidons were on the outside of the cave before you got to see any emeralds, and you don't know with or without Shona whether or not you'd be able to bypass them easily.
Damn. So
Or
what's the
even if
one-
Shona was around, if it would help.
Yeah.
You know, I did give you a part of myself, but I
Mm-hmm.
still think you need to face my little gremlins.
Nobody knows that yet.
Nobody knows. We cannot see the fire.
And nobody knows that Shona has the flame.
Yeah. No.
Just mentioned.
I don't know. Rox doesn't really want to mess with with an elemental goddess's shit again. We were pretty annoying last time.
We were pretty annoying last time.
Yeah. What are the odds I can find one in this lab? Rox is just trying to he's already thoroughly searched the building. Now he's just remembering, oh yeah, there is something I wanted to actually loot. I forgot.
With that same history check, there were a couple of gems laying around that probably would have fit that criteria, just given this headquarters or this building's
Yeah, they were
status is
collecting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Awesome. I want to go steal 1 gemstone, 3 gemstones.
Should I
Okay.
should I go on ahead to David then while you take care of that, or do we
Yes,
just want
please.
to? Okay.
I'll catch up, Prince. Thank you.
All right.
Uh,
I'll go get David.
Prince, you're gonna have to take the stairs.
The stairs.
Oh yeah, because Rex has the key card.
Yep. All right. Stairs at time it is.
Alright. Rox, I'd say you successfully managed to get 3 100 gold or whatever equivalent gemstones. So go ahead and add that to your inventory. Just 3, just 100
gemstones
GP.
for 100 GP. I spelled gemstone wrong.
Prince, you go up to David, or do you wait for him to finish his nappy?
I'm gonna give him a little bit to finish his nap because I do want him to rest. But if he takes more than like a couple more hours, I'll probably wake him up.
Nope. He's working on the same timeline you guys are, so he wakes up after another 30 minutes or so and is like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
Yeah,
You
David,
have a job to do. I'm not here.
You're
I
probably here at this point.
I hope you're feeling well rested.
No, but when am I ever?
That's unfortunate
Damn,
because
you're calling for the
I
answer.
yeah, Prince Bihoz did have a request for you.
Oh, yo, what's up?
He wanted you to go see if you could round up the Knights of the Storm, if I remember correctly.
Dorks
Oh.
of a nerd.
What?
Sorry, I just felt like trashing David right now.
I don't have sending, and I can't fly right now, so I'm gonna have to wait until my spells start coming back before I do that. But once they do, sure, why not?
Alright, well, my job was to pass the message along. Hopefully, once you're feeling a bit better, you can... Sorry, carry on. Hopefully, once you're feeling a bit better, you can go pass the message along.
Yep. So, you doing anything?
Me? I
Yeah.
don't know at this point. Left, we've finished mostly going through the Iron Stake building, and I suppose it's a waiting game at this point because one of the branch alchemists will be arriving tomorrow, and our current plan is to lay low until Igor has a chance to talk with them. And then there's also the matter of what to do about Locke.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, she's,
Maybe he should stick around.
Needless to
I
say,
forgot
we've
about
got a couple of remaining issues to take care of before we can well and truly leave Oza behind.
was so tempted to go, we do?
I figure Rock's probably at the very least
Kyle.
Rock should want to stick around. We need Kyle back. We need Kyle back.
Rocks with his knapsack all packed. Like, damn it. It's like
We
so
should probably help out.
everything
We
right
should
now.
probably at least stick around and see what the verdict is on the branch alchemist. Prince feels more personal responsibility about Locke than anyone else does, I'm sure, but
I did have one thing I was gonna float by you, but a bunch of people aren't here, so maybe I'll hold off. But now I'll say it. You guys just headed straight back then, right?
oh,
We gotta stop by the Smiles of the Depths. We've been tasked with picking up a couple eggs.
Oh, cool, like a fetch quest sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
sounds
what?
about right.
A fetch quest.
In the sense that we are questing
Yes,
and
yeah,
we
the
are
task
fetching
is to
something,
fetch.
I suppose.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
More like it's. I don't know what they do over where you are, but we just have a job.
Job, fetch quest is all the same thing. Just you're gonna pick something up out of somewhere and then bring it back to somewhere. I
Yeah.
presume.
Yeah,
You've
sure,
got the
kids.
idea, yes.
Well, I was just curious, since we're buddies now, do you guys want to join the Knights of the Storm? I mean, you killed an unholy knight. That's like 1/8 of our entire goal, so I'm sure Bihoz would like having you guys around.
I
Mm,
appreciate the vote of confidence, but that isn't
Our
generally
party-
how I operate.
our party finds success with a level of independence. But we're buddies now.
We are
Oh.
buddies.
Hearing that from Brock should just make David tear up.
David just starts crying.
I never thought this day would come. And sorry about stepping on your foot that one time, by the way. I was just in a bad mood that day.
There were a lot of zombies.
But all right, fair enough. I'm not gonna twist your hand or tell you that you should or anything, but it'd be nice having you guys around.
No, I appreciate the vote of confidence. It's just, as Rock said, it's our
Yeah,
party's
I get it.
probably better.
Don't worry about it. Stick around. We'll have a good party, and then I guess we'll go our separate ways. So,
Doesn't have to be forever, but yes.
back to Shona.
Cut to Shona!
Because we split the party again.
I love splitting the party.
I'm
The minute
sorry.
they leave, Shona puts away Traveler's Spoon.
Divide and conquer.
Walks
It's
over to
it's more efficient.
I'm afraid if you're trying to eat the portal to who knows where, I don't think it's going to work very well, but
No.
I appreciate the attempt.
Real quick, y'all.
One day. I will eat something
Azeweeb.
so blue.
Thank you for the Prime Gaming resubscribe. I appreciate it.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Thank you for the sub.
Back to
We will
regular
sing you a
schedule.
holy choir.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled
I
programming.
realized that I set myself up. There's not a really
What
good
is-
segue for that.
What is this guy moping around for? Huh? Cheer him up, Jonah. You may not be a jester anymore, but you're related to one.
I know how to juggle. One ball.
You do?
No.
One ball. Well, that's not really juggling, is it, then?
No. Do you want to take shifts? I can watch the portal for a while. You can just sleep on the floor. Wake you up.
Unfortunately, my main concern isn't that something will come through the portal. It's that something powerful will come through the portal, like some sort of unholy knight. I've yet to actually go toe-to-toe with one just as of yet, but if one does come out, I imagine that it would not end well for anyone else in this town, so the burden does kind of fall to me.
Damn it.
But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You were one of the group that was sent to deliver the sword, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Well,
am I?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Look, it's a long story. I just kind of got thrown in the middle. But yes.
Where did you end up finding that dusty old relic?
Even as Aze, I don't remember.
Which is even more concerning given its context, but leave it at that.
Where did I history check to see if they told me or if I ever asked?
I don't think they did. I don't think you ever asked her. I don't think they told you. It was
Well,
like
it's
the
a waste
revival
of a
scroll.
16 then.
They also, you know, hereditary memories. There was a bar underground. You had to murder a bunch of bandits to get in there, and then the rest is history.
It was safely tucked away. Wait. No, Aze led them away.
Nope, they
You'll have
died.
to ask the others.
They were very dead. It was brutal, honestly. I'm surprised none of you remember it, but
No, I do. They didn't want to talk about it.
again, you don't remember this, but I'm just jogging everyone's memory for the sake of not allowing the atrocities to slide.
Oh my god.
I see. Well, I appreciate you coming all this way to deliver it to me. Although, why did you choose to deliver it to me of all people? I mean, you spoke with the LSC, which means you were in Lakiwiri, so couldn't you have delivered it to my sister or my father?
Well, you see, a little man named Hagar was like, get on a flying carpet and go that way.
That was
And
not
Actually,
Hagar
not a
who
flying
said that.
carpet. We got the flying carpet ourselves. Okay, yeah.
It also wasn't Hagar who
did?
said to do that. Hagar was the one who was ordered to accompany us.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a
Little man
bodyguard.
named Hagar.
A little. That's
It
also
was
like
a little
not
man.
the description I would use.
Or
It
maybe
was,
he was
oh wait, I
toward-
wrote this down. What was his name?
Chief
It's
Inspector
not my name.
Gregory Granite Gore of the Lakuhiran Safety Commission.
Wow, you wrote more than me.
I did not. I just went to the I went to the lore channel on the Private Empires server.
Oh yeah, we have that.
I haven't used that in ages.
Rock asked me to make those so long ago and they didn't get used.
Well, I tried to, but everyone kept telling me to put them in Leo's den, and I was like, okay, sure. One or the other. I'm already juggling a bunch of stuff. I don't really want to jump back and forth between Discord channels.
You know, I get that, but it genuinely would be helpful to have them in both. Because the Leo's
Okay,
Den
fine.
the Leo's Den is important so that people in stream can see it, but it's not a good archival place for anything.
Fair enough. I'll throw some
Okay,
stuff in there
Shona.
after the section's over.
I appreciate it.
Shona reaches in between the pancakes she had in Lakuhiri and is like, oh yeah, wait, no. Some guy named Gregor Granagor instructed us. And then Hagar got tossed along too.
Yes. I'm
Do you
familiar
know
with
him?
him, actually. So, I may need to have a word with him when I get back. That seems rather inconvenient for you lot, so apologies on his behalf.
Do I smell a conspiracy?
I'm curious now. Why
Conspiracy in
are
Lakuhiri?
you- I know. Oh.
Incha.
The mystery
Incha,
deepens.
Incha.
Why are you upset that it went to you?
Were we sent
I
on
mean,
a death
what?
mission?
We might
Yeah,
have been.
exactly, yeah.
I also
I
just
was
made
yeah.
just may have made the most niche reference of my entire career.
Oh no. That's saying.
A lot, yeah.
That was bad, y'all. That was bad. Actually,
That's why
dino
I
damage
hear it,
might
so
have
I
been worse.
waste brain space.
I know damage. That was from forever ago.
Yeah. I was like, come on, guys, you gotta let me make a miniature tigers reference.
Oh.
Miniature tigers. I think you've
Tigers,
told me what they are,
okay.
but I might be thinking of Arctic monkeys.
No, miniature tigers is a bit
Same.
more indie pop than Arctic monkeys is.
They're also,
They're
way
also
more
a
indie than
lot
Arctic
smaller.
Monkeys.
Miniature tiger.
Alright, trying to like,
As to your question, why am I upset? I'm not really upset, but the journey from Lakuhiri to Oza is pretty treacherous. And again, the Blade of Magic Ruin, or Moroya, or whatever you want to call it, is an older relic that should be restored to the custody of someone within the royal family, but as I said, there were two people, I mean, unless my sister had moved, who would have been more than willing to receive it on the Empire's behalf.
Is your sister known to move?
No.
Shona says fidgeting.
No, she is not.
Why?
Our relationship is testy, so perhaps it's best you didn't bring it to her. But even still, my father should have been there.
That's actually a good point. I almost feel like I remember them bringing something up about there being, like, I almost feel like there was a specific reason we needed to bring it to Bihoz, but I don't remember it anymore.
It's all a part of the conspiracy.
I may just be gaslighting myself retroactively, so ignore me. But I all of a sudden I'm like, I feel like there was, like, just like when Marak mentioned the whole, like, Bihoz's sister thing, I was like, oh, I feel like there was something there where there was, like, a particular reason it was supposed to go to Bihoz, but I might be losing it.
He'd actually use it.
In any case,
we were under the assumption that he was using it to fight the war on Deabruran. Like, he was going, like, this was like a necessary weapon needed to change the tide of war, is how it was framed for us.
Dies.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, I do so.
Ow, both of you, no.
Winter.
Visiting
Actually,
holidays.
I like
roughing my voice for rocks is definitely worsening. Thruga. What we say?
Thruga.
In the meantime, since I'm somewhat unoccupied, I suppose I'll write a letter to Chief Inspector in order to confirm everything that's happened here. And I'll paint you in a very positive light.
You don't need to do that.
Well, I'm going to.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, God damn it, we need that.
Yeah, no, Shona, no!
Half the town thinks we're terrorists.
Shona!
Yeah.
And we didn't even terror anything.
Does Kyle still have the clothes?
Yes.
Oh my
It's hard to remember. He's fitted up like fucking.
He's got that swagger.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Does Bihoz, like, take out a pen and paper?
Yeah. And after he's done, he folds it up and puts it in an envelope he has handy. Hands it over to you.
How
There was that whole
do
thing.
you just have envelopes on hand? How are you that put together, man?
I'm a prince. Unfortunately, it's kind of my job to take care of all the administrative nonsense that the Emperor likes to throw around. Trust me, it's been a thorn on my side as much as anyone else.
Would you rather be free?
Oh, of course. But at the same time, there is much that I can only do because I am the prince of this nation.
Much that you appreciate doing? Or that you feel like you should because you have to because you're the prince?
If I were just doing it because I felt responsible to the people of the Arialdan Empire as their prince, then perhaps I would have done things differently, but it's unreasonable to say that any one purpose or organization or group of people is worth more than one's own life. It's a very irresponsible calling to say that you need to dedicate your life to something at the behest of others, but the fate of all people in existence, that might just be equal.
Damn, dude. Shona, like, looks up at the ceiling for a minute. I'm
Crazy.
glad. Well, I don't know. How do you take it? Does it stress you out sometimes?
Yes. It's an emotion I've had to conquer, though I'm not quite sure that's been to my betterment. I just do what I think is right. And occasionally am instructed by the people I trust, and things tend to work out. Not always, but as best as they can thus far. Somehow none of the Knights of the Storm have perished along the way, and thanks to your group, we've actually managed to finally kill one of the unholy knights. Something that hasn't been accomplished since more than 100 years, I think.
Shona in her hand. Damn, they're old.
Kind of only now dawning on me we really won that fight.
We defeated 1 of 8.
I mean, it worked.
1 of 7.
Good God.
Oh.
The
Good
8th
God,
person
that
that,
was a
Bihoz
mess.
that David mentioned earlier was Hasra. Or
Oh,
implied.
okay.
7 unholy knights in Hasra, and then the Apostles of Pluto, but you guys don't know that. Not yet.
Well, I'll tell you this. You seem like you're doing good. You took charge back there. You gave people hope. That's really cool. But if you ever need to sleep a while, I don't know, do it.
Really, just line these up in a row.
I was not expecting him to turn around.
I appreciate your concern. I really do, but unfortunately I have not met any others who are up to the task of filling my shoes. Otherwise, I would have begged them to take my place. But that's just the way things are. What's your name, by the way? I don't think we've properly been introduced.
Oh, Shona. Shake his hand.
You see as he stands up and gives a bow and says, I am Bihoz Martinata, Prince of the Martinata family.
They shake
shakes her
hands. And Shona's like, I should have bowed. Excellent. Well,
You have
for
a
what
good
it's
heart.
worth- Aw. There's a specific frame from Steven Universe I'm thinking of, but I'm not gonna take the time to find it. Shona like, oh.
And like a Steven Universe without thinking of the fucking Spanish dub that's like Undertale.
What?
What?
Hold on.
There's this really fucking famous meme. I don't know if it's a meme or a video or what, but it's like an animated Sans versus Frisk fight that's not well animated, and it just has a fucking.
Oh, Camila Cuevas, yeah.
Yeah, it just has a Spanish dub of "Stronger Than You" that's done by like a dude with a really deep voice who's not really putting his effort in. It's really funny. I'll try and find it.
Please do.
Oh my god, Stronger Than You Spanish.
I don't even imagine what that would. I can't even imagine what that would sound like.
I can't wait. Oh my god. Actually, wait, you can. You're the only one that can. You're the only one that knows Spanish.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, I found
surprisingly
it. I
enough, that
found
might
the
be a little bit
original.
more.
I guess he's trying to sound like Sans. So there's just this, and then people have just made a ton of memes of putting the audio of this song in particular over like shit videos of people dodging attacks at really low quality.
Dodging attacks.
Oh my god. Oh.
I will give that a listen when the session is over in about 5 minutes.
It's like it has the same vibe as this.
Well,
But it's-
45. That's just, yeah. I will kick your ass. No one can
Who is
see
this
any of
man?
this, so that's fine.
Why is he outside?
Why does he have that aura?
There's no explanation.
His power level.
Anyway, yeah, I'm taking this way too off for what is the end of the session.
I'll have Shona say like one more thing. Well, I can't speak for the party, but we'll try to help. Seems like we're caught up in all this. And I want to make sure everyone's okay. If you, I don't know, how do you call? If you need us,
Pardon?
I don't know, write a letter.
Well, I didn't know what your group's intention was, but it sounded like you'd been strong-armed into doing something you didn't want. At least from the way I was explained it by that Roxanne person and Hagar.
Hey, look, dude, my whole life has been me getting strong-armed into stuff I don't want. At least this time, it was cool and had positive impact.
I appreciate
Shona's
that.
the only one here because they want to. Huh.
No, kind of. There
Kind
was
of.
no syrup here, so, you know, it can only be halfway.
I appreciate that. The fact of the matter is that I intended to make things easy for you all to leave. I handed Moroya to your friend Rox and told him to use it as a symbol of my approval of you all. I detailed it in the letter as well, but I would recommend not opening it until it gets to Grand Gork since I seal it. But the Knights of the Storm are always in need. There are many battles being fought at the moment. And certainly, I would not turn down an offer if you wanted to join, but at the same time, this is not a task for the lighthearted.
I feel like Shona's just gonna join on the spot and then just drag us into
I
it,
was like-
even though we just said to David, nah, it's not our speed.
Shona like debating. I am going to write down that offer. There's more of this place I want to see. I want to adventure a little. I'm sure we'll find trouble
course.
there. But once that's done, I would not be opposed to joining your cause.
Who knows? Perhaps by the time you've had your fun, the battle will have been won.
Dude, wouldn't that be cool?
It would. And it would.
Those are the words of an exhausted man.
A prince and a flunker walk into a bar.
a prince and a flunker walk into the scene of a carnage.
And Prince a few minutes ago.
A prince, and a prince, and a flunker walk into the scene of a carnage.
God, it's like the Boston Massacre in here.
The fourth one ducks.
Only worse.
The fourth one dogs. Roxanne walks right underneath.
Roxanne
didn't even
aprons on the
notice.
floor.
Rox doesn't know why everyone else is holding their head.
Rox did in fact hit his head on the bar. He just has his big ass helmet.
Rock wearing a helmet?
Another thing.
No, but for the sake of the bit, every dwarf has a helmet.
Yeah, horns and all. But I think this is a good place to leave it. So, Leo, take back over.
Oh, all right, nice. We were a little distracted. Got a little more distracted at the end, but it was still fun. I thought this was a good one. Like, we actually, I was happy with the like role playing and character building we got to do on many different fronts, both with like Kyle and the boy whose name I can't remember. God, I suck at names. Say that again.
Blitzer.
Blitza, thank you. So yeah, Kyle and Blitza, that was actually a pretty fun conversation. This is like, I'm trying to think. Blitza reminds me of a very specific anime character that I can't put my finger on.
If you look at the sprite, this was one I had to go looking for, but this is Jennerbent Saber Alter. I don't know if that does
Interesting.
anything, but
That's not who I'm thinking of, but I think it's interesting that you chose that.
weird paradigms. I was surprised that I was able to find it, but then I was like, oh yeah, it's fate. Of course they have a fucking gender swap. That's just
Yep.
canon. That's just
Yep.
what they do.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was a good session for role playing. I honestly liked all of the conversations that we had and all the adventuring or the like digging around we were able to do.
That's probably what it's gonna be for a while.
Yeah,
besides, like,
which I'm totally okay with going back to that for a little bit.
Besides, like the thing with Locke, I don't think there's probably not gonna be a whole lot of hostility in Oza for a while.
Yeah, I don't.
Oza deserves a break.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. Oza deserves a break.
I also don't really. It sucks because I don't want to have to deal with Locke and have to like kill a teenager. But
How old is Locke?
have a-
23.
Locke is 23.
okay, well, mentally.
24.
Um,
Whatever.
Mentally.
But also, like, she's so gonna be a problem. Like this, she will, out of like everything we're currently aware of, she is the most obvious that this will just somehow bite us back in the ass in like 57 sessions.
Oh, we go through
I
this.
realize that's almost a year out. Maybe
It's
we won't
probably
get that
more
far.
than a
Maybe
year.
we'll all die by then, but
I'd say we average somewhere between 30 to 40 sessions a year at this point.
evil woman who will 100% come back and be even more evil and powerful.
That's right, because we're only in session 41.
Oh, then we're averaging way less than 30 to 40 sessions. We're probably in the 20 to 30 range per year, if that's the case.
No, how long have we?
Over a year and a half. Like a year and a half, I think.
Wait, really? I thought we started at like fall last year.
Maybe.
I've never had a
You own
campaign
the
go
streaming
more than a
channel.
semester.
I don't know. I'm
Official
kind of all
teaser
over
for
the. That was my
Chainsaw Man.
first semester back in school, so that's a bit of an odd time for me. Playlists, Tales of Raveina, videos. The first one, it was September, so we're getting pretty close to a year and a half.
Okay, yeah, that's a year and 5 months.
I'm probably closer to like 30 streams per year on average right now in that case.
Good for us.
Anyways, okay. Yeah, no, we've kept this going for a while. It's been fun so far. Speaking of Empire stuff in general, I did while we're on the administrative subject, I'm not sure everyone saw it, so I'll probably keep bringing this up every so often throughout streams. But the Empires gang and I are planning a newer project. It will be more reminiscent of our how do I put this? Our pre-D&D content. It will be a bit shorter. It's not going to be a long-term thing. It'll probably be a handful of streams. It's an event kind of thing. That's a good way to put it. And we're going to try and step up like the production values a little bit, do something a little bit more complex on stream. So look forward to that.
Guys.
It should be the most excited I have been about anything Empires related in 12 years.
Kane is pumped about this, which makes sense because it was Kane's idea, but
That's right, guys.
Even
In
still.
2025, we're dubbing Sonic 06.
That part's funny, Sonic 06. I'm so good.
That's what we're preparing for. That's the production value.
We
We've
have
got a
to prep.
medical
That's
team
the
on
production value. All right. But yeah, I did want to bring that up. Speaking of that, let me run through stream schedule real quick since we've actually got a couple people in chat now. Tomorrow, 8A Golden practice streams. I will be able to do that. I don't see anything getting in the way of that, so that should be fun. My distance PB is only 2 rooms. There's only 3 rooms left, I think, basically, on my distance PB. I died at the very beginning of the 3rd to last room. So that will be tomorrow. Sunday will be Persona, as per usual. Monday will be another D&D stream, as far as I know. I know it's a little bit of a short turnaround, but we're up for it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Tuesday will be Voices of the Void. We're going to do another Voices of the Void stream. Excited for that. Get a little bit further, see a little bit more of that game. Yeah, I have been enjoying it so far. I've mentioned this a few times. I mentioned this several times during the stream itself. It definitely is a pre-alpha game. There's just some things to be ironed out, especially with the control scheme, I feel. But I'm excited to see at least a little bit more of the game. I'll definitely do this one more stream and then maybe a third one after that, but we'll probably call it quits there. Then next Thursday, we'll be back with Strawberry Jam. I know it's a bit of a longer break on the Strawberry Jam streams, but just how everything lined up. Next Saturday, as in not tomorrow, if I still need to, I will probably do a... Okay, thanks, Sasewib. I'll probably do, if we still need to, I will try my best to fit in another 8A Golden stream, because I really was hoping to get that squared away before I go back to school. And the day after that, next Sunday, not the upcoming Sunday, the Sunday after, will be another Persona stream. As of that point, I have this all planned out up until that point. As of that point, I very well may need to do some bigger schedule changes, because my class schedule is a lot different than it has been in the past, and that might make certain slots that used to be available harder to make work or unavailable completely. We will have to see. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's any other big announcements. I didn't get it started today. I didn't get it started today, but soon-ish I'm going to try and edit a big batch of YouTube shorts and hopefully just have them come out periodically over the next few months. I'm going to try my best on that. I think I should be able to get several of them out. I will, once I start posting them, I'll announce more details. I know that was a lot. If you want the more detailed post, it's in Leo's Den announcements. But with all that said, I think we can go ahead and bring things to a close. And hello, VR. You caught the very end of the stream. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and bring things to a close. So I want to thank everyone so much for watching. We had VR, Azeweeb, and CD tonight, I think. Thank y'all so much for dropping by. It was quite an enjoyable evening. And so now we will bring things to a close. And we will see you all next time. Ciao!
Good night, everybody.
And bye from Priest. He's not here, but bye from Priest. Alright, ciao. See y'all later.